Good evening, everybody. Another night. It's AEL University Elite Series here for Rocket League. We got Matsy, we got Formal, and it's time to get down to business. But who better to bring you the business with other than our sponsors? And I want to say a big shout out to none other than AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best in class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
Also, a shout out and thank you to our noodle partner, Indomie. Made with high quality flour and select ingredients and spices, a plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. Matsy, we're week 3. This is like mid-season already.
That's it. You know, we're just climbing through these weeks, aren't we? Just like our players are climbing through the standings. And we can take a look at how they're shaping up right now. Wow. Like, things are looking pretty tight up for most of Group B. But, I mean, Group A is all over the shop, Max, isn't it?
I mean, it all kind of closer than one might think, right? Group A has one team, Latrobe, who has 1 win, 1 loss, but at the end of the day, it's 2 teams with undefeated side, 2 teams still looking for a win. That's the same on both of them. Maybe add the third for Group B if you want to make them feel a little bit more special. However, this is really the week where we're going to see, I think, you know, the top teams show who they are, particularly game 3 today. One of note, I don't know if there it is right there, Macquarie, QUT, 2 undefeated teams. That could be fun.
Oh yeah, that can be a lot of fun. And I'm just keen to dive into it. You know, we're starting off strong. We got UQ taking on Latrobe there. The Shark Attack. Very keen to see how that one goes. UNSW, Deacon, Macquarie, QUT, GU, Monash. It's all happening here tonight. And I can't wait to see which team is going to be able to come out on top of this one. You know, obviously we got some staple rosters, let's say, definitely finding their waves of confidence, their waves of power. But I hope we see some surprises tonight, Max. You know, I hope that we have an underdog story to tell.
Yeah, I mean, that would be fun. I think if we're going to get that underdog story, this first game is probably the best chance for it. With Latrobe versus UQ. UQ will be the underdog in this upcoming matchup, I dare say, and maybe they can find a way past Latrobe. But at that same token, Latrobe, their entire season, I feel like they might be the underdog story of the team seated outside the top 4 with the best chance to get into the top 4, get into that land situation. So for the side in red, Lacquer, Fiasco, and Kelvin, this is must win, and they should be the favorites to do so.
Yeah, definitely looking pretty solid there, and we'll see if they are going to be able to stay true to their confidence, stay true to their name there, or whether could be the UQ story to tell here, the underdog story. It's all going to come down to how this series plays out. You know, I think our players have definitely found their little moments of brilliance over the past couple of weeks, and being into week 3 going to be no exception, filled with brilliance, filled with all the great things. And that's why you and I are here, Max. So we are bringing the good vibes, and we get to showcase all of our wonderful players giving it their best. And look, here we go. We're on the pitch. Let's get down to business.
Yeah, let's get straight into this one again. It is UQ on the blue side, and if there's a player to watch, is the one who kind of led the charge to kick things off. Rink, or Rinkaroo, as he used to be known. Been playing in high school leagues way back in. Now seeing him playing in these intervarsity leagues, it's pretty great. And when it comes to individual mechanics, right up there with some of the best in this league. However, OE was kind of the big carrying force for UQ when we saw them play and unfortunately lose last time. So both of them have pop-off potential. On the other side, Fiasco and Lacquer are the 2 to keep eyes on. Lacquer in particular actually has been surprisingly strong. I thought it'd be the Fiasco show. That has not been the case. Latrobe, though, as a whole, I think all 3 players have had solid moments. And again, so far, they've actually been on the back foot. It's been all UQ for this first minute of play.
Yeah, all UQ so far, but still no goals locked down. We'll see if that's going to change up. Kelvin on the corner there does get cleared. Rink going to be able to take further control. Fiasco just dribbling around it, styling it in. And that is goal number 1, taken down for Latrobe there. What a play. You know, they're just passing off to themselves and just forcing their way through.
Yeah, it was a bit of a misread from Pimui as well. I feel, don't get me wrong, great touch from Fiasco to put that ball where it needed to be. I mean, it was a pretty straightforward shot, however, and I don't know. I feel, Pimui, you got to save those. You were in position to make that play, and when you don't, you're going to get punished against a team like Latrobe. Proving that, once again, Lacquer gets himself on the board.
That's it. On the board, sword drawn, and they're ready to storm the front. So, nice double down there for Latrobe here into game 1 of this best of 5 series. And let's get back on track. Jump straight into it. Rig, good hit there. Calvin taking control though, is cleared offside, but Latrobe just don't let up. Like, they almost got another one in just like that, Max. This is devastating.
Yeah, probably should have gone in, to be quite honest, right now. Despite the initial flurry of offense from UQ, you have to admit, Latrobe went on the back foot, looked a lot more composed than this. A lot of mistakes. A rule 1, and then a goal. Fiasco gets their second.
That's it. Good stuff coming out from Latrobe there. Locking down 3 goals. Fiasco good for 2. And we're going to see if they can pull through for more as we jump into the kickoff now. Rink going to sink it. Ooh, doubling down. It does end up on the blue side of the pitch. You have to deliver something, and they almost got delivered a goal from the opposing side.
Almost, but not there yet as we go corner to corner. Here we go. OE actually gets it over the top of Fiasco, but won't be able to stay on the play. Lacquer, just good job staying a bit further back. Won't get the second touch out the corner, but Kelvin with boost already pushing forward. Some physicality in the midfield buys UQ a little bit of time, but it was more the misplay in the forward corner from Kelvin that allowed a brief switch of possession. Back and forth we go. Other team quite settled yet. Again, though, I'm just seeing situations where no boost on Rink, swing and a miss from, well, Fiasco to follow up on the shot right there. But again, no boost on OE. The boost game is being won right now by the Latrobe side, and this extended rally should see it go their way eventually.
Should allow them one more step forward, one more step back. But Kelvin now gonna sink it through. Already bounced over the top there. Pass back to Lacquer. The clear offside. Gonna be stuck out in the middle. Lacquer doing a good job to keep touch on it. But UQ are so hungry. You can tell they're just trying to really force the issue here.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's kind of working against them with some of these midfield passes. There's been a couple times where I've seen them try to set up for a teammate, but because the teammate didn't have the boost at the start of the play, they're a little slow in getting to it, either because they're trying to make the play with nothing or they're kind of rotating bit to get to that midfield, and they've been that little bit slower consistently. Almost finding one was Kelvin right there. Yeah, it's just right now they're being slightly outpaced on the blue side, and it's cost them a couple opportunities so far. We'll see if that trend continues. A couple of them, OE has been on the boost game. I feel like OE gets a little asterisk because they have been the most consistent getting the resources at the moment for UQ, but as a team right now, yeah, it's been boost management that's holding them back.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it really does catch them off guard time and time again. Like, if they're caught lacking, then they're just going to be flown by the wayside there.
I was watching that Rink burnt everything, trying to get a bump on Fiasco, who just casually jumped over the blocker, made the save, and was able to kind of retain possession, at least momentarily. Fun little interaction in the background. And again, just showing the difference in composure of Latrobe on defense compared to what we saw from UQ. Latrobe, they're patient. They understand, you know, where they need to be, their limits, essentially. Good touch from Lacquer as well to really put game one away. Latrobe is just... We always talk about how Rocket League is a mental and a confidence game. I think we're seeing it in how composed and how relaxed their playstyle seems to be in comparison to UQ.
Yeah, it's kind of like just a smooth flow, you know, like you're watching a river stream, isn't it? Compared to a wild torrent, you know, of water coming out there. So unpredictable in comparison. They're just able to finesse their way through, but I am hopeful, you know, that maybe this is just first game jitters coming out for UQ here. You know, I want to stay optimistic, Max.
I mean, we also have to be realistic. UQ coming into this one of the lower seeds in the tournament. Latrobe, a potential top 4, a potential finalist in that regards. There is sort of a difference in expectation between these two teams. And even though I did say, yes, this game has the highest likelihood of being an upset, that's because on an individual level, OE and Rink, we've seen mechanics from them. OE in particular, we know how strong this player can be, but I'm not seeing UQ play as well as a team, especially when they were on the defense. They were panicky, they were divey, they were low on resources. Compared to Latrobe, who were able to keep their, rotations clean, they were able to find moments to gather boost that didn't hurt the rest of the squad, allowed them to stay attacking. And look at the shot differential between these two teams. It was, 12 to 3, 4 times as many shots?
Yeah.
That kind of says it all.
Absolutely. It's just kind of incredible, I guess, how many opportunities they created for themselves based off that. They managed to go, 4 shots each, and they managed to land 4 goals. So, all of them had that 1 in 4 chance, I suppose. A bit more than that. But we are going to be jumping in to the mix of game number 2. And time to get ready to rumble here. Demo comes through. There it is. The resurgence. This is what we've been waiting for, Max.
I mean, Rink was looking for it for the second half of game number 1. Kind of called it out before where Fiasco was able to dodge. This time, defense can't dodge that blocker. Rink gets his demo, OE gets his goal, and UQ gets their first lead of the series.
That's it. Gonna be sinking it through there, and we're gonna do so much more. Get over the top, Kelvin picks it up and flow it over, but it is cleared by Rink. So good tap there. Gonna be kept in the corner by Lacquer. Owie trying to hold on to it, is forced back again. So big pressure on the defensive line here for UQ.
They are looking for another shot, actually. Bit of power right there from Pimui, and it will allow another setup. Oh, too much power that time. OE looking for Rink, puts it over the striker's head. Lacquer, no boost, wants to get it to Kelvin. Pimui gets bumped, and that gives Kelvin the free touch. The free reset, maybe underneath. Not quite. OE has to save, but it's Lacquer who is in the striking spot. Ball kept in the corner, so he'll have to play setup instead. And because of the commitment to the bump, I don't see Latrobe rotating back in time. It's a long, deep rotation, a whiff as well. Latrobe looking a lot more scattered and less composed than what we saw in game number 1. Doesn't matter. There's the goal.
There's the goal. There it is. They are going to be able to track well into that, tying it up 1-1. And they are ready to get stuff done. But with getting stuff done, we are going to be getting into the kickoff here to see who is going to be able to gear on up and take the lead from here.
Looking back at that last goal, I don't know if that was a miscommunication or a mistouch. It could have realistically been either. As doesn't matter, it's in the past now. Kelvin in front of the net gets a second.
That's it. They got the second. Now they've opened the floodgates. Now they're going to be able to pop their way through over on the top. Looking to see if they can take a third, a shepherd that one through. Get it over the line. But take it slow for now. And let's see what they can come up with.
We'll see what we can find as Kelvin to Lacquer gets intercepted by OE. As I do go into the corner. Fiasco wants to wrap it around, has the touch. Oh, gets a dunk on Rink. That nearly went in. Follow-up shot's a double commit, but that's okay. Lacquer will hold down the fort, so no punish on this one just yet. And any hesitance, any lack of composure that we saw in the early stages of this game, Latrobe, well, Lacquer and Kelvin have found it. Fiasco nearly back shots it into his own net. That could have been awkward. Still, where we're sitting right now, I actually am liking UQ a lot better this second game. Their rotations are deeper. They're giving each other more space, but that's allowed them to have a bit more control as well. So a slight adjustment, doing them a lot of favors. Hopefully they can keep this going because it's leading to a more competitive game.
Yeah, I agree. And, competitive game is an entertaining game. That's exactly what we want to be seeing here. So, the first game warm-up, a lot closer this time. Will it stay that way? Who knows? Already looking to force their way in again. A good hit from Laka there. Rink is there to pick it up though. Sink it over the top through towards Pimui. Perhaps they are holding back for the second. Fiasco. Good scope over the field, ready to go, but they're just slowing things. Maybe giving their team a bit more time to prep here.
Yeah, they are. Lacquer rotating back. Rink wants to make a play in the corner. Lacquer stays under it, but OE is there. Backboard. Another good touch. That's got to be a goal. No! What? Pimui misses. Rink throws it into the corner. What just happened for UQ? It was free, but they rushed it.
Ooh, that's going to be a harsh one for them, isn't it? You know, they're going to suffer the consequences there. Let's see how they can recompose themselves here, because, you know, they got to hit those, especially getting towards the minute mark. These shots are make or break. You have to make them count.
Yeah, I mean, look. It's looking pretty tight. Kelvin now. Oh, isn't able to get it past OE. Ball's going to fall back. Lacquer gets what he can. Rink's already there. Again, the ball gets dropped. A minute 5 remaining. Fiasco. Pimui. Oh, wants to hesitate, but yeah, no boost. Can't really do much. And then that's another sort of change of possession. Rink might have an opening. Fiasco has to save. Latrobe's defense is just too good right now.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a statement, all right, Max, and it proves true. Oh, it's in. Oh my gosh. It felt like an impenetrable fortress, but then they managed to find the hole and they blew it up like the Death Star.
Yeah, OE just constant pressure, constant shots. I look, I'm gonna be real. That was a lot more open than the exhaust port or whatever it was in Star Wars. A New Hope. Like that was. Nobody was missing that shot. All right, whoever had. What's the name of like the captain, red leader, who has the first shot and misses? Yeah, he would have even hit that one. So fair enough. Too much pressure. Eventually punches its way through. 20 seconds left, and Matsy, we could be seeing our first overtime of the night. As never mind, Pimui gets a go-ahead goal with 15 seconds.
Unless they can get another one in the next kickoff, Max. Never say never. I cannot believe though. Just when you think about OT, the possibility does diminish, but still there, even if but slightly. We'll see. They are going to be able to lightly push this one ahead. Time trickling down, a big pressure coming up, but speaking of up, the ball coming upfield, yielded off the wall there. Still in the skies. He's got no boost. He's having trouble.
Yeah, I get it. You want boost, but your team just double committed. You're the only one back, and he was like, nah. I got to get my boost, man. I got to get my. Oh, that was unfortunate for Latrobe. I mean, look, it was a long shot that they get a goal in that situation anyways. UQ, credit to them. 2 late goals in the final minute to flip this game. And look at the shot difference. Remember, game 1 was 12-4 favoring the orange side. Now we're looking at 11-4 favoring UQ. A complete shift in sort of how that game felt. Those wider rotations, giving the second and third member on UQ more time to get the resources that they were lacking in game 1. Paid them a lot of dividends, and, you know, well done. Good win.
That's it. Good win coming through. They do manage to even up the series there. 1 game apiece, and need to see if that's going to stay the case, you know, whether they are going to be able to get those lucky shots through and push themselves over the line there. I was really impressed with how they managed to slip it over to begin with, but coming into game 3, I think we could see a bit of a change-up coming through from Latrobe here.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how well they can adapt. Like, adapting in between games is tough. You usually see it maybe in like a best of 7 when you got timeouts and you're one of the better teams in the region, but to kind of figure it out as a squad in the heat of the moment, we'll see. We'll see if Latrobe has it in them, because right now, UQ charging towards the net. Touch from Fiasco, finds Lacquer, what a strike! Oh, he was back for the save, but my goodness, that was a powerful touch.
Yeah, super powerful, and they do manage to yield the results. So, very keen to see. They are going to be able to navigate here. Ooh, big shot over the top. Still going to be held back, though. OE tries to get ahead of it. to be able to do much. Does pick up the big boost though, so might be able to spin things back. There we go. Thinking about it. They are the last line of defense. Good stoppage there. But there's still more to be done.
Yeah, a lot more. Pimui to the corner. Gets bumped off the play. Sets up Fiasco. Kelvin in a good striking spot. Fiasco went for the shot themselves. I kind of like it. Pimui and OE each had boosts from the corners, so it would have been a tough pass. But still, pressure is mounting. Slow pace for the ball, though. Kind of benefits the half boost side of UQ. As Kelvin, again, lines something up. They have no boost. They're not going to be able to turn this into a strike. This is the best chance UQ has to clear in a while. But Pimui keeps it on the backboard. Nearly gets dunked on. Oh, an almost grave mistake from the defender.
Yeah, it could have almost been a grave error, a grave mistake, but no mistakes are going to slip them through a goal as yet. So everyone is still going to be okay. All hands on deck for now, but could very swiftly change. Don't get ahead of things here. OE into the back line. Doesn't have too much boost. Do have enough to keep control of the ball for now. See if that is going to be the case moving forward. They are driving it fourth now, looking really solid. Rink holding back, ready to direct the momentum, pushing ahead towards Latrobe here. This could be an opening, but it is shut out nice and swift.
Yeah, it is, but still, UQ. I mean, I'm watching their setup, so they just, on the attack, again, they start to like shrink. They start to play so far forward, and even though both the midfielders had boost, ooh, that 50 could have been dangerous, they still let the ball get overhead. So I think the name of the game right now for the orange side is, well, get good backboard goals. Yeah, as soon as they get the breakaways with how far UQ is playing, it just leads to shots. As we see right here, OE unable to rotate back in time. Fiasco plays middle of the field, and it's a 1-0 lead.
That's it. 1-0 right now, and we'll see if this has opened the floodgates for more goals on either side here. They are going to be sticking it back up for the second. Going to give a little more. Pimui on the defense, clears it out there, and does it again. Double on the tap there. OE now taking up the mantle. Dismantling this offense piece by piece, but I mean, you can see Latrobe are relentless, but they could find an opening here. They're going to play the momentum game. Oh, still not able to get ahead of it. Oh, he just won't let up.
Fiasco is so tough to bump in demo. There's been a few times now where someone has come charging for the man, and yeah, been able to evade it. Great shot from Lacker, and that might put game 3 out of reach.
Yeah, especially with a minute 36 to go here. 2 goals you have to try and place back. It does make things very difficult. Not impossible, but I mean, it gets harder by the second here. Jumping into this next kickoff, it could get even more so, as see them trying their best to hold up the back line here. Rink trying to push it ahead, but Trobe is doing a great job of dictating the pace for now. Have lost the reins for a second, but they've got them straight back. Fiasco already on top of things.
Yeah, just pressure, the name of the game. Rink, though, good management, actually, that time. Keeps it high, gets it clear, sets up the shot, and Fiasco may have been better off leaving it for his teammate, Pimui, with the punish.
There it is. They get a goal on the board, one step closer here. Let's see if they can take it one step further. 1 minute, 6 seconds to go. Are we going to be seeing that OT potential? Will we see Latrobe just lock it down? Take away their second game here. It's all going to be tested in these remaining moments. Rink has tried to push it ahead. OE pass to the center. Kelvin takes advantage. Good drive upfield. Rink still able to shield it, though. They're only going to be able to hold on for so long.
Yeah, that they are, but you know, 40 seconds. There's still time. 1, maybe 2 more attacks. We beats a defender, but pulled off the play. Fiasco with the save. Fiasco with boost as well. Can get a little tricky with it. Past 1, past the second. Rink alone on defense right now. Sees the corner is safe, puts the ball there, but they don't need safe. They need to attack, Matty, and with 18 seconds to go, this could be UQ's last charge.
This could be their last push for momentum, last charge, as you said, and they are doing their best to hold on to it. Relegated to the corner, they do get ahead of it for now. Still kicking, all in the sky, and it does get pushed straight down. So Latrobe lock in their second game. We are going to pace our way straight towards game number 4. So certainly looked a little closer towards the end of that one, Max, but Latrobe maintained course and set the record straight.
I mean, a goal did get through, yes. And you could say the last minute was a bit tighter, maybe the last 20 seconds, but when you take that step back, 15 shots from Latrobe throughout the first, 3.5 minutes of that game. They should have had more points. If you're putting that much attacking pressure on, something should have gone through. I'm actually a little surprised that game was as close as the final score dictates. This has been a weird series for me, Matsy, because Latrobe, again, they're kind of that bubble team. Are they a top 4 team? Are they not a top 4 team? Where do they sit? UQ is making them look more vulnerable than they have in the past, and not by breaking up their defense, but just by stifling the attack. I think this is like one of the better defensive performances we've actually seen against Latrobe from a pure goalkeeping standpoint. Now, midfield control, that's gone out the window. Like, we haven't seen any consistency from UQ in that regards, but I don't think we've seen a team frustrate Latrobe quite like this yet.
Yeah, and it's honestly interesting and great even to see that kind of thing, right? Where they are giving them tests, they're really testing their power, testing their patience there, making them play, I guess, a bit of a different style of Rocket League here. But, their style's adaptable. They are managing to get goals for it. So, there's to see where the value lies. Well, I know where it lies right now. It's in favor of UQ. They take down one.
Yeah, I mean, Rink, just a smart cut right there. Saw the pass coming their way. Saw everybody rotating to the back attacking right corner and thought, you know what? If I just get a bit of height, I can cross them up. That net's pretty open. Takes advantage of the situation. Smart play from Rink. 1-0 lead for UQ.
That's it. Up by 1 and looking to have a bit of fun to take it down some more. Lacquer. Nice stoppage there just outside the center pitch. To really bide their time with it. Their teammates now getting ahead of things. Rink sinks it down. The side there. Lacquer still tracking well, but none of the Latrobe have any boost. That's going to be an issue, at least Fiasco. Let's go back on the reset. Oh, timing almost going to be the worst, but it is the best in the end. They do keep this ball standing. Keep it alive a while longer. There's still so much work to get done.
Yeah, that there is, especially because low resources. Lacquer picks up what they can, as UQ wasn't really able to center the ball for a shot, and okay, that's a little bit frustrating of an attack for me. UQ really should have kept it going. Now they have an open net, though, so I don't know, man. Like, UQ plays too passive, but it works out because Latrobe gets way over aggressive.
Just playing into their mistakes. It's all working out wonderfully. Like, Max, did you ever expect a series like this to come out? Like, I was talking of the underdog story, but this is exceeding expectations so far.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen. It very well could. I mean, still a lot of time left in this game, but UQ has found ways to score goals against what was a more confident team. And in that second goal situation, too confident. And again, they're over aggressive. And again, they nearly get punished. I don't know why Latrobe has decided to pull the goalkeeper, essentially, when there's still 3 minutes left to play, when they're like down 2-0, but so much time. It's just bizarre decisions coming from the Latrobe side. The ball keeps getting behind their third member for no reason besides greed. And yeah, UQ, credit to them. They're punishing. They've punished twice. They might punish a third time.
We'll see if they are going to have the hat trick there. Third time's the charm on this. Now trying to pop over the top. Pushed offside. Are we in the back line? Ready to go. Takes the big boost out of play there for a sec. Fiasco. Ooh, nicely done to push it through to the center there. Lacquer trying to play off it. Are we down? Good demo. The physicality definitely could have an effect here, but haven't found the line. Found the position yet. So close, but it is cleaned up.
Yeah, Rink, you know, plays the patient game, finds the save down the middle. Although that's 2 players committed forward, and OE does not have boost. I feel Latrobe needs to score on this attack. Rink may have just denied it. Fiasco, though, still on the hunt. Slows it down in the corner. Wants to play setup for Lacquer. Keeps it short. But it's not sweet this time. OE with the save. OE with the clear. And guess what? OE gets bumped and can't get the goal.
My gosh, what could have been there? Almost going the full distance. We'll see if they are going to be able to make it happen again. Drive it over the side. Not going to be able to glide it any further. Mui. Ready. Let's hold on for dear life there. Their teammates now going to have to be relied upon. Fiasco flows it in. And there it is. At long last, Latrobe are here.
It's always a good sign when you see 3 defenders chasing a ball to an unmarked half of the goal. Really well crossed up. Really well done from the Latrobe side. Similar situation to what we saw before, you know, 2-1 game, but this time UQ with the lead, minute 12 remaining. Latrobe, though, may have found that breakaway. Calvin can't recover in time for the shot.
Yeah, can't manage to recover there, and see what else they are going to be able to deliver. Rink has gone down. Pimui in the back line there. It's Rink. What a boom of a shot, Max. That was huge. Oh,
that pin
bigger.
Shot's speed.
Gonna pick it up, but they are gonna slow it down once again. Oh my gosh. Home run type shot those were.
Yeah, that could have been a fun one if it was in any way, shape, or form going towards the goal. Still with 30 seconds remaining. Pressure definitely mounting for Latrobe. They don't want to go to Champions Field. Bump those stops Lacquer from the clear. That gives UQ sustained possession, but more importantly, eats another 10 seconds off the clock. And you can just see right now, UQ, they're winning every challenge. They're keeping control of the midfield. They're not even giving Latrobe a one last chance.
Yeah, no last chance, no last dance there. Just trying to get a full-blown denial. Trying to take it to game of 5 here.
Wait!
No! Oh! It's RT! Latrobe!
What a goal! 0-second bang right there, Lacquer. Full commit knowing the defense was beat. Well done. Well done. We go to OT, and now Latrobe still has a chance to put this game away. Off the kickoff. It's a dunk, but it's too high. Oh, he makes the first save. Can he make the second? Fiasco? That wasn't very inspiring. Straight into the defender.
Here we go, Max. Get your timer ready. 20 minutes. Gonna be coming in.
No.
Yeah.
Way too early for that. These teams have been playing way too aggressive for this one to go 20 minutes. In fact, it nearly just ended right there. Rink with the first save, but the pressure stays on. Kelvin gets to it again. Is going to go corner. Should have been read by the defense. It's actually dropped to OEP Mui. Nice fake, but it doesn't fake out. Lacquer, shots on. It's not in. Rink with the save, but not with the second. Fiasco wins the game for Latrobe.
Oh my gosh, just like that, Latrobe, just when you think it's going game 5, they take a dive and take a full-blown control. What a way to get things done there. Incredible work from Latrobe on the OT. They just pulled off such a grand success.
Yeah, that was very clutch from Latrobe. But you know what? They needed that clutch win. I mean, remember, game 2, they actually gave up 2 goals in the final minute of regulation to drop that game. So they showed, hold on, we can be clutch when we have to as well. Good little comeback from the Latrobe side. Well played for them. And they do look a little bit more mortal now, Matsy. That is one thing I do have to note. They do look a little more mortal. They look a little bit more as that team that maybe is in the 5th place range. Obviously, they still got the win, but against a team like UQ, you kind of wanted them to be a bit more dominant in their performance. And even though they put on so many shots, they weren't scoring the goals.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with you there, Max. They were trying to put in a lot of shots. Like we saw so much being reached for, right? It's like they're almost at the summit, but they were just a little bit off the mark there in a lot of instances. They would definitely giving it their all. And I'm eager to see them do it all over again once we get into further matches with them. But wow, just really impressed with how both teams navigated that series. I honestly thought it would go game 5. Like it was crazy. Did you expect that from
it was only
UQ?
like, the clock only hit 0 with UQ leading game 4, right? Like in any other game, that would have been a game 5 situation. I mean, that 0-second goal, phenomenal stuff. And you have to admit, like, if you're in UQ's possession, to keep the mental after a play like that, it's always going to be difficult. I do believe we're going to have an interview coming up soon with Fiasco. We're just waiting for all of that to get up or set up right now, which will be a fun little chat for sure. I mean, Latrobe is just, they're so tough to pin on like where they rank on the ladder.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it? So tough to kind of place there, isn't it? So tough to put the pin in that one. But, I think they've definitely earned at least some more points here tonight. I think that they're going to be able to cement their placement. But you know what else is going to be cemented? It's our interview! Welcome in, Fiasco!
Hey guys, how's it going?
Fantastic. Fantastic.
So first of all, Fiasco, going straight into it. I want to talk comms. I want to talk comms on that 0-second goal to put your guys through. I mean, Rocket League's a weird game. You see 0-second goals with a surprising amount of frequency, but what were the comms like? What was going through everyone's head when you put that last play together?
I think it was just like, I don't know, we're just business as usual, really. Not really panicked. We know what we had to do. Put it in. That's it.
That's it. Put the hard yards in, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I was getting a bit worried towards the last moments there. What was kind of going through the team's mind heading into that 0-second goal?
I mean, I don't think we really cared. Like, if it went to game 5, I think we would have gotten away with it anyways. I think we would have won game 5. I think we had the series in control, like most of the game. Like I think most of the games we had like way more shots than them. We were just kind of struggling to get it in and everything. I think we were all over them really for the most part. It's just a couple of goals just went wayward.
So, looking at the bigger picture though, however, it is the fact that you were struggling so much to get goals. I think it was game 3 where you put 15 shots on and only converted 2 of them. When you look bigger picture, is it like, okay, is that something we need to work on when we go up against some of the tougher teams in this event, when we play against the big favorites? Or do you feel like that maybe right now isn't the priority, and as long as we just continue playing as we are, we should be fine?
Nah, we're definitely working on it. Like, we've got a game plan set in place to like try and help ourselves do better with that. And we've got a plan. We know what we have to do. We've got it all set out, so that we make sure by the time we get to that LAN at the end, we'll just win.
So you're still feeling how? Okay, so I guess then talking about the LAN, if you were to take your team and how it's playing right now, do you think you are a LAN quality team at the moment, or is there still more that you need to achieve before you can say, all right, this is our LAN form? Like, this is a form to get to LAN.
Nah, I think we're in the top 4 already. I think we are well into the top 4 already. I think we're good on that note, but I think against those other top teams, they've got such a like dominant hold on the league that I think you just need a little bit more, and we're trying to bring that.
Okay, well then I gotta ask, right? Because from my perspective, it's a battle between you, UON, and QUT, and you're saying you're in there right now. So which of those other 2 teams is not in the top 4?
Who's on QUT?
Mac, Jacko, and Ultraviolet.
Yeah, that team's not in there. I think it's Eminence's team. Eminence's
go.
team's good for it.
Like it. I like hearing that. Shot, a little bit of a shot fired. I mean, you already took down one Queensland team today, so who's to say you can't take down another should you play them in the future?
Yeah, exactly.
Love it. Love it. Good vibes all around, Fiasco. And it's a pleasure to have you on board once again. I'm sure this probably won't be the last time we see you, given the confidence that is just shining through for you guys. So I want to say congrats on the win here tonight and keen to see you again, maybe soon.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Oh my goodness. I'm just looking at the chat right now. Lunar's just like, well, what about our team? Where do we... Lunar, you guys are above the bubble. You're undefeated, okay? You're sitting tall, high, mighty, pretty. You're fine. You don't need to worry about that. In fact, you're not even playing for a couple round, at least one game. I don't know. However you want to word it. Some people say one game. Some people say 2 games. So you're playing game 3 today. Don't even worry about it.
I'd love to see it. Honestly, good stuff coming through from our players there, you know, in and out of the server. But we got more coming up on our screens very soon. We're going to set things up. In the meantime, we're going to head to a break, though. So we'll see you on the other side. Welcome back, everybody, to the AEL University Elite Series. Rocket League is here, and who's bringing it to you? It's Batsy and Formal. And once again, we are on track for amazing games here, Max. You know, I reckon you're on the edge of your seat in excitement. I can just see the energy dripping out of you right now, Max. You are just feeling it.
What happened to Eminem? What is M&F? That's not as fun.
Yeah. We could bring back Eminem, you know.
I want to bring back Eminem. I'm hungry. Hey, I like M&Ms.
You know,
although Smarties are better.
Maybe that's why you got the trim, Max. You're trying to bring out that Eminem energy.
Dude, I just want to look good, okay? I wanted to stop looking like a mad scientist, and now, as was brought up at work today, I look like a storm-chasing weather reporter. So I guess that's closer to esports caster, I guess. Either way, yeah, we got a game coming up, and this is going to be a fun one. University of New South Wales versus Deacon, one of our tournament favorites versus a team that we've seen play once, and I still have no idea really what their identity is.
Well, we're going to find out soon. You know, I think there's definitely going to be a case for identification. But speaking of identification, we got UNSW. The usual suspects. It's Zen, Taligane, Steve coming to you there, and a Deacon gonna have a Bluey, HD, and a Psycho. So keen to see how they fare here. Out of this one, Max, though, which one do you favor? I'm pointing towards UNSW. I like how you said the
usual suspects because we actually haven't seen Taligane play yet this season, but Taligane probably has been the best performing member of the University of New South Wales if you go back the past year and a half. So, yeah, in a sense, the usual suspect has returned. New South Wales is going to come in as a heavy favorite. Like again, this is their full starting lineup. These are the three players we'd expect to see play at LAN, possibly make a finals as well. This is the biggest threat to Macquarie. And unfortunately for Deacon, as I said before, a team that we're still trying to discover who really they are. I don't think this is the series where we're going to find that out, Matsy. I feel they are going to be pretty heavy underdogs, but we'll see how they perform.
Yeah, definitely need to see how things are going to flow out of this one. You know, I think that there's big potential, big momentum, which could be earned by either side here. But we are going to be getting into the mix right now already. All up top there. Bluey pushes it down to see if they can hold it back. Zen and Co. getting good into the flow of this one, but they aren't going to be struck down just yet. Maybe Bluey will, and maybe the goal will, but Zen just misses.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the situation already that Deacon finds himself in. Pinned in the net, most of them low on boost, and shots that are quite dangerous is coming firing at them. Good job from Deacon for not allowing that goal to come through yet, but this pressure is not going to relent until somebody gets it clear, and they had a chance, but Bluey threw it back. The best opportunity to alleviate pressure kind of goes awry. Then we nearly see an own goal. I mean, okay, Deacon, you know what? You're playing life on the edge. I appreciate it, but you got to do yourself favors, not take them away.
That's it. Got to give it your absolute best there. You know, got to make sure you put your best foot forward. Otherwise, I'm going to be forced all the way back. But bringing it back, we are back into the corner, and Zen going to pick things up for their team there. Slow it down. Going to be shut out by Bluey. Tata still waiting, still kicking along, but they're going to have to force it back from the back lane now. So it heads back to the midfield. Up we go, and there it is.
Yeah, free touch for Steve at midfield. If that net is open, they're going to take the shot 9 times out of 10. Beautiful strike. Just nails the sweet spot. 1-0 lead. New South Wales get themselves on the board.
That's it. Themselves on the board and ready. Draw the sword. Steve. Ooh, almost gets a chance to boom it ahead. Oh, just misses out on the boost, though. That could have been something nasty, but they're not giving up. They're not giving in. Still going to hit it back, though. It's over to Steve. Center field. Yields the big boost. Just to go for more. Ooh. They're just getting so close to these ones, time and time again.
Yeah, they are. They are getting close, and now we actually get to see Deacon on the attack demo. And everybody pushed too far forward. It looked like the attacker called for the demo, and both of the supporting actors went for it, leaving nobody for them to pass. Dude, what? Hold on. What is the angle Tadagane just hit this one at? Off the opponent's backboard, over the top of the ball, delicate touch to drop it in. You can't defend against that. I'm sorry, you can't, Matsy. That's impossible.
It's craziness, isn't it? It's absolute insanity coming through there, and it doesn't work out for him. But see what else is going to be coming over the top of this one. They do stick it out. Right around the back, Steve. They heave it up. Hit it in. But they are going to be fended off effectively by Deacon, at least for the moment. But, you know, there's always going to be an opening. And there it is. Steve leaves it through for 3.
Oh, my goodness. This pitch. What? Bonk right through 3 of them. That came off the defenders. That looked like the defenders pinched the ball in. Steve put it in between the two, and then smack, it goes. Okay, you know what? I'm going to say this right now, at risk of sounding a little bit toxic. I actually think these goals are going to help Deacon in the long run, because Zen, I feel like he's going to be the type of player today that you've gotten a couple crazy goals already. He'll give up the open net to try to go for something like a trick shot. And that might leave opportunities wanting. The crazier these goals, no, okay, well, like that. That would have been a crazy enough worthy shot. But point is, watch it out for New South Wales to stop going for easy goals and start going for the lower percentage stuff, because what they've hit already has been insane.
Genuinely. Like, it's just been absolutely incredible, hasn't it? Really
It's
been
good.
able to give it their all. And I reckon good's going to turn to great before you know it.
Like, that would have been too easy. That pass in front of net, too easy. You had to go for a reset or something. Then it's worth the point. Like, that's what's going to happen throughout this series. Just watch. And I bet you they give a game away doing this. But for now, let's celebrate what New South Wales has been able to accomplish, at least in this first game. Deacon under the pump. Pressure coming from above. This time, it is Psycho who makes the save.
That's it. They are going to be able to hold on to it. Psycho to sweeten things up here. Zen over the top, does hold over the side there, looking to see if they can drag it through a little more. Be able to pop it over towards their teammate. Time trickling down here. Deacon, their hopes starting to diminish by the second. So might be looking to play for game 2 instead on this one, but UNSW, they're still giving it their all.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Just, you know, full gas till the end, I assume. Tadagane back to Steve. And Steve will clear it back to the other side. So 25 seconds remaining. It is going to be a New South Wales victory in game number 1. As the ball stays in the corner, HD, light touch. Zen's going to try to rotate back. Psycho tries to get there, pinches it off HD. When he gets a little bit further, the demo nearly opens up the goal, but Tadagane is there for the save.
There for the save. Oop.
Hold on. Matt, remember what I was talking about before, how they'll only go for, like, more difficult shots? Yes. Zen had an open net and reversed into the ball instead of just striking it.
Yeah, just having a bit of fun with it, you know? Why not?
just saying, I reckon it's going to cost them a game before the series is done. I believe it will.
Yeah, I think that, you know, if they're playing with that kind of flexibility, not looking to lock down the goals there, then yeah, that certainly could come back to bite them. I guess, you know, considering the lead they have, they're playing with a bit more comfort, a bit more flexibility in that regard. So very keen, curious to see what else they are going to be able to deliver from this one. I think Deacon, they're going to be looking to bring themselves back into this one with a fiery vengeance.
They need something. Like, normally I don't want to be, you know, so doom and gloom on his side. And then I see Deacon put 0 shots on target. I don't think we have had a game yet where a team has put 0 shots on target, Matsy. That was a first. So I feel worried for Deacon. I think before we talk about them winning a game or even scoring a goal, let's see him get a shot on target first, and then we can build from there.
Hey, you know, there's always game 2 or 3.
It is.
Yeah. There's moments for it to happen. This could be one of those moments, one of those shots on target here. See how the stats cook up. Oh! There you go! There it is, Max!
Well, I mean, that is called instant improvement from game number 1. That, like, no matter what happens for the rest of this game, they have improved game number 1 by a significant margin. 200% improvement there, I say. That's what you know exactly Deacon needed to do. Put the first game behind them and score off the kickoff.
Yeah, they do it so well. So, very eager to see how deep their conviction runs here. How they are going to be able to drive themselves through. Zen, a good control does get taken out though by Tata. Still trying to stroll ahead of this one. Psycho, good change of pace there. They keep the ball in motion, but oh, Steve really tried to go for that one.
All right, so while I enjoy the car Psycho is driving, the fact that it's blue is annoying me. when they're on the orange side, I'm gonna be real.
You're an imposter.
That should be illegal. Tadagane with the apt punish, making this 1-all.
Yeah, I think they're trying to confuse their opponents here, Max. You know, playing a bit of a chameleon approach.
Confused me, okay? I don't think they confused New South Wales, but they confused me, and that's not okay. Unless that's what they wanted to do, in which case, mission accomplished.
Yeah. Mission successful there. We'll see if they can fight. Oh! There it is! They found more success! I've thought it into existence. They are going to be able to get that shot through. Psycho, holy guacamole.
That was, like, the ideal placement. You can't place a shot any better than that. Kickoff goal, sure, whatever you want to say. Had to finish, and finish they did. Nothing bad to say about where Psycho put that ball. Great shot. Great stuff coming from Deacon to retake that lead. And now, what can New South Wales do from behind? Zen fakes the reset, sets up Steve. I think they wanted to finish that shot themselves. A bit unfortunate for the side of blue that they weren't able to.
Yeah, not going to be able to get on top of that one. Ooh. See an opening. Oh, not this time. Bluey. It's not close enough, so it does yield. UNSW, another attempt at success, and they will be able to blast it in. So, just a huge power, huge momentum, taken advantage of in full.
Okay, this is going to sound crazy. Steve intentionally hit that thing as light as possible. No, I'm not going full tinfoil hat conspiracy on this one. They got the goal, they got the point. Just an odd choice to, like, kill any momentum that shot had, because Steve could have banged it through. Steve had ample position to bang it through, but intentionally gave it a delicate touch, and I'm very curious as to why.
Yeah, I'm curious as to the why as well. I need the answers. I need them now, but the answers are coming from our players here. They hold her back for a sec. Louis, reaching up, Tata, reaching straight back. Ready blow for blow in the aerial zone here. Tata pushes it through to center. HD, good to clean it out. Xana slowing it and can do it all the same once again. They give their team a bit of control here to try and stroll past it.
I think if this game is still tied when we hit the 1 minute mark, we're going to see a more conventional goal. Never mind, it's not going to stay tied. Tadagane drops it in, 3-2 lead.
Unless they could tie it up within the next minute. You never know.
Good.
You never know. Maybe they'll do it just
2 kickoff goals already.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's
a
gonna be
third.
Psycho again. Yeah.
Kickoff hat trick?
Maybe not.
No. Well, unfortunately, Psycho wasn't in the shooting position. Psycho had to go for the ball. Good bump, but Zen avoids it. Well done by the defense.
Yeah, solid foundation coming through there from them, and we're keen to see if they can keep that up heading into the rest of this venture. Zen, good clear through there. Tata trying to stay on top of it. Again, into the center. Oh, so close yet so far. They're going to have to hit the reset on that one.
Oh, Zed was just so far back before committing to that shot. I think most teams would have pulled away, but knowing how open it was, Zed went for it regardless. Angle too tough by the time they got there, and that's just a whiff. Hold on. Hold on, Deacon. Might have something here. Bluey in a good position. Won't get a chance for the shot. Psycho was cut off by AGON, and now the ball's back in an awkward sort of place for the Deacon side.
That's it. Back in a bit of an interesting spot there, isn't it? But we'll see if they are going to be able to make us something from it. Data. Straight over center field. Going to yield another result. Too much boom on that one, and they're going to get even more power. Coming down at field.
Oh. I didn't see the angle Psycho was approaching from, but I did see a ball in front of an open net and a blue car on the orange team driving I don't know where. Awkward moment for sure. 38 seconds remaining. AGON into HD. Zen on the opposite side will get the clear. And now, with 30 seconds remaining, Deacon's got one, maybe two more chances, but they've been struggling to convert on anything but kickoffs. That shot from Steve almost hits its mark.
Oh, so close yet and so far. Steve pushes over to the side there. Thought they might lose it. Bluey getting on top of things here. Good push down. Gonna be on track, just off, but HD trying to get it out. Steve, ready. Oh, can't cleave it in. So Tata gonna be team MVP there, and that is gonna be game number 2. Locked down for UNSW. Solid stuff, up by 1 in that one.
Yeah, but I think the bigger story is Deacon. They found more shots on target. They got a couple kickoff goals through Psycho as well. They definitely made that game a little bit more interesting. However, I didn't really see New South Wales abandon their low percentage shot approaches. They're still going for trick shots. They're still trying to make it a bit flashier, unique flicks, unique angles for their touches. I don't think New South Wales is that concerned, despite the game being only a 1-goal difference. So it's up to Deacon now to find ways to get them concerned again. It's up for Deacon to find the pressure in this situation going into game 3. They have to, or else they're going to lose this series. And by losing this series, they might be realistically losing their chance to avoid the knockout ladder and go straight to land.
Yeah, that's it. It's really important, isn't it? You know, they have to lock in, try and get these results in as early as possible, you know, build up those steps, build up that foundation in order to really secure their path towards the land there. So it's just make or break moments coming out of these ones, isn't it? But speaking of make or break moments, we're into game 3. If UNSW takes it away, they are going to be able to win the series in a clean sweep. But Deacon, if they win it, they will keep the series going a little while longer. So see if they are going to be able to do just that as HD tries to push past them, but it just ain't happening.
Yeah, as we go quarter to quarter right now, we're going to see HD pop it up off the roof. Psycho gets it low. Wait a minute, Deacon. Well, they still need to bump Steve out the way, and that's proved a bit too much of a challenge on this approach. Psycho gets full boost back over to HD. One defender there with Steve, who keeps getting away. Steve doing a great job in the third man role, but not good enough. Bluey gets the first goal for Deacon.
There it is. They get it done. Will be able to secure their momentum. A nice little pass coming out from Psycho to lock that one down. So 40 seconds elapsed and 4 minutes and 20 to go. So who's going to be able to find their way to take this flow this time? Zed and Co. Slow things down, but Steve, good push there, straight to center field. Tata keeps it in, locks it down to the floor, and no more. Steve is ready. Third time's the charm, and they will tie it up.
Game 3, I should say. I don't want to spoil the script. I don't want to spoil how many goals Steve might score this game. Just saying that's the first. No, good goal from New South Wales. Just a bit too much pressure. Eventually find their gap on the way through, equalizing things once again. And yeah, just haven't seen New South Wales be pressured yet. But we are seeing, though, remember back in week 1, Matsy, where New South Wales dropped a game, and I was a bit shocked by that?
Yes.
This is kind of why. When this team is playing 3 members strong, firing on all cylinders, they are a scary, scary bunch as they just keep putting on threatening touches. There's a reason why this team is one of our finalist predictions, and we're going to be seeing the other one in the next round as well. So, yeah, interesting to be going back-to-back in that regard, highlighting some of the best 2 teams that we have on offer here in the Elite Series.
That's it, definitely showcasing some of our talents. But speaking of talent, Bluey is the talent to look at right now. Big pop over the top. There's Zen, tries to stop it, and Bluey still locks it in. That was
yeah,
chaotic.
you know, some of the best the Elite Series has to offer on New South Wales. Now watch Zen drop a perfect pass to his opponents to just get a goal. Look, it is the AEL Elite Series. Those things happen, and you know what? Credit to Bluey and Deacon for being in the right position to punish on that one. Great stuff. Now, 2 lead blockers, and they post it. No. Oh my goodness, New South. Remember I was saying they might get overconfident, try crazy things, and give up a game, Matsy. This could be that game.
Oh my word. Could definitely be that game. Big shot downfield. There it is. 2 for 2. Zen, what are you gonna do? Crazy stuff coming out.
Yeah, it
there.
doesn't count.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No.
wasn't an elaborate trick shot. Wasn't some low percentage flick or double touch that he's been going for all game. Doesn't count. Ignore that point. No, but seriously, that is gonna be responded with a 3rd kickoff goal for Psycho this series.
That's it. Big stuff coming over the top there once again, and let's see what else they are going to be able to bring through onto this one, my man. The time ticks it down. Here we go, Max. UNSW have got it. One more. 3 for 3.
No, he already has 3. Psycho already has 3 kickoff goals. It'd be 4th if he gets another one. But I feel, again, that last goal from Zen is kind of telling me, okay, New South Wales, when they feel pressure, they'll just put one in. Like, they still have that capability. Oh my gosh. Case in point. They'll just put one in.
Yeah, they'll just put it in. You know, they're going to be feeling good about that. Good vibes only. But they are going to be tied up at 3 for 3, so it looks like my wish came true. Are we going to see 4 for 4 now, though? That's the question. I want to see it. In fact, I want to see 10 for 10.
Well, I don't think we're getting 10 in this game. I'm going to go out on a limb, Matsy, and say we will not see 10. 4? Possible. 10? Unlikely. Oh no, Tata got it. Oh my goodness. Almost. Yeah. 4 is very, very. It feels like 4 is getting more possible by the moment.
Yeah, they're just dancing around it right now, aren't they? You know, it's only a breath's distance away, and it's going to be locked down. So, Data, good for the 4th, eventually take control of the lead, and now the pressure's on Deacon to swing it back.
I feel bad for HD in that position because even if he tries to make a play off the backboard right there, Tata had put the car in such a spot that he would have just gotten dunked anyways. Oh, look, another kickoff goal. All right, we're tied 4-all.
What is going on, Max? What the heck is happening?
I mean, I think, how many goals has that been in total now?
8?
No, well, yeah, 4 for 4, like we said. Told you that's very possible. I'm just thinking, like, for Deacon as a whole, they've scored a lot of kickoff goals. I think they've only scored 1 goal that has not been a kickoff goal this series. So, out of the 6 goals they've scored, only 1 of them, I believe, was not a kickoff goal. Just something to think about when going up against New South Wales in the future. 1 reset for Tata. Setting up the second. Nope, Zen's not going to get there. Steve waits outside the box. Now might chase it. 1 minute to go. Next goal probably wins this game, Matsy. And again, New South Wales playing overconfident may have let Deacon in this game for a little too long. There is a chance for the upset.
Ooh, Max. You gotta stop speaking these things into existence, my man. You're dancing on a knife's edge there. And
I've seen it. That's why.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
You've seen it. Well, you're gonna make it in a moment.
Dude, it's just reminding me of 2021 Griffith at this stage. Here we go. There's the net open, but not enough power. Diving save is made. Steve, 20 seconds to go. Oh, are they going to go for a 0-second ender? What? I think that could be a New South Wales plan, but it might work against them. 10 seconds left until we have overtime.
That's it. Is it going to be theirs? Are they going to be able to take control here? They hold on. Zen. The tap over the top. Goes for the second. Pushes it close. Oh, not close enough. Steve heaves at it.
No! Oh! It hit the ground!
Oh,
that would have been the 0-seconder. It's not going to be the case. Off the kickoff. Now, they were hunting for it. Now they're looking to maybe just end it. Posted in. New South Wales take this game.
9-second OT. Better than 20 minutes, so good stuff coming out from UNSW. They are going to be able to lock it down in the end. It definitely got a lot closer than I thought. You know, I thought that would go a whole other direction there, but no. Goes that way, so going to be very happy with how things went into that one, and very eager to see what else is going to be in store from those teams heading into the future there. As that was definitely a fun one, you know, albeit we did have some great dominant play coming out from UNSW. I was really impressed with Deacon in the fact that they were able to match up to them. They're only keeping it like a goal between them in some instances there. Let's go to show that I think maybe with a bit more time, Deacon might just be able to take away a game or two from rosters like UNSW into the future.
You are really a glass half full person after that game, Matsy, and I appreciate that about you. I really do. The thing that worries me for teams like Deacon is you could see the switch flick for New South Wales and be like, okay, time to score now. And then they would score at will. And I guess you could call that the difference between the top echelon of teams and sort of the other teams in this competition. I think we're about to get a very interesting interview from Zen in a few moments' time. So that is who we're going to be speaking to. Can't confirm it's going to be Zen. But I feel Deacon as a squad, to give the credit that they deserve, when opportunities were given to them, they were able to capitalize and they were able to score. Bluey, we know, can be a strong mechanical player. So too can Psycho. The two of them had their shining moments, so that's good to see. But to me, when I look at that series, that was just, New South Wales right now, them and Macquarie, they're still the two teams to beat. We're going to see Macquarie next, and that hasn't changed after watching this series.
Yeah, it hasn't changed at all. But you know what is changing right now? We're going to have an interview. It's Zen!
Wow, nice mo, man. Nice mo. That's hate.
It is, choices were made. Look, let's get straight into it, Zen. I'm going to call you out a little bit because that series starts and there's a couple pretty crazy goals. You had that sort of pinch that was forced. Tadagane got that redirect off the backboard. And then it felt like for the next game and a half, you were trying to match your teammates and get some sort of crazy goal. And it just wasn't clicking. Why not?
Oh yeah, I was called Mr. Assist for that series, and the rest of my teammates, my other two teammates were Mr. Aura. So I mean, I just set them up. I'm not built for that.
But was there some truth to that? Because it really did feel like you guys at times were more focused on getting the clip shots, the clip goals, and it was letting Deacon kind of get back into the series.
Oh, I think they'd score, and we were like, oh yeah, we double kick off into my back corner. Our bad. It was like. They like threw like that, and they just scored. We're like, oh, okay.
So, because that's the next point. I think it was they scored 6 goals total. 4 of them or 5 of them were off kickoffs. Is that a part of New South Wales game that we'll see improve when you play against, you know, maybe other playoff contenders, or I guess everyone's in the playoffs, but like other land contenders at this stage? Or was that a case of having fun, or is that a weakness do you feel in your team?
Yeah, I think we might actually speak something game related in comms when we go for kickoff next time.
Okay, what was the calm speak then? What were you actually talking about?
I mean, I think we're talking about finals because we got final exams this week, so we're having a chill, like, tea room conversation. Um,
Ah.
and then we're also just like, oh no, I bumped you off kickoff. They scored. Let's do it again.
Fair shot. All right. Look, that was kind of an aura farming game. Who had the best aura farming shot? Was it Tadagane, Steve, or yourself? And which one
It
was
was
it?
Tata. It was easily Tata. He's called Mr. Aura. He calls himself Mr. Aura in our Discord, dude. He actually renamed himself.
Wait. Well, Matsy, you're kind
Yeah.
of the Mr. Aura here. Can you call yourself Mr.
He's
Aura,
not
or is
Mr.
that
Aura.
negative
Don't like
aura?
her.
You can't. I don't think you can call yourself that. That's an earned title right there. But you know what? If they I like your new name there, Mr. Assist.
Thanks, man. I'm not Mr. Aura. I'm Mr. Assist. Calling
Yeah.
Nazi Mr. Aura of the broadcast is a bit of an overstatement, though. I don't know why you'd say that.
Yeah.
Wow. I
Can't
mean,
believe it.
He doesn't have the mo. There's no mo in this
Yeah.
guy's bear.
Exactly.
What's going on?
I think you know. Oh wait, hold on, Matsy. Can you grow a mo? How long would it take to grow a mo?
He
I
can't.
probably. Oh, I don't know about that. I think it's
Oh.
possible.
Look at this guy's face. He's not built for it. He's like
possible.
me.
I
You
think
wait for November, all right? You wait
Okay,
for
bro.
no, we don't have time
it's
to
not
wait for
happening. It's
November.
not happening.
All right, PAX is in like a couple months. I want to see
That's
the
it.
mo. I want to see it.
You're gonna be wishing for a while, I reckon.
Yeah, you're
We'll
not
see
beating
the
it.
Zenmo though. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not beating allegations, bro. You're not growing one.
Yeah, all right.
I have a race thing.
Look,
Like I'm not very good at growing them.
All right. Good
uh,
stuff. Good stuff. Thanks for coming in, Zed. It's been a lot of
Thanks,
fun, mate. Can't wait to catch you in the next one. Best of luck, and I hope
Oh,
we
yeah.
see some more great stuff. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Assist is
Honor
leaving
to
now. Bye-bye.
Mr. Assist. All right.
Bye.
Catch you later. Oh, good vibes all around, everybody. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll see you soon. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the AEL University Elite Series here with the M&M Show. It's Matsy and Max coming to you live once again, and we are bringing the vibes, bringing solid gameplay all night long. You know, we've had some aura from the mustache man himself, Mr. Max, all night long, and we're going to have some more of that coming out from our players into this series, Max, and I'm hyped. I'm pumped, man. I'm feeling good about this series coming up.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for this one because this is the first matchup with two of our kind of top seeded teams realistically going at it with QUT versus Macquarie. Someone put the pressure on me. Take top 14 switch for you think it's going to be, and although maybe Latrobe disagrees with me, I did have QUT coming through. Now, whether or not they're going to be able to go toe-to-toe with Macquarie's, another answer entirely. I saw Lunar in the chat before. May or may not have been watching Tatagane Aura Farm, and I feel like Lunar's going to want to match that, so I expect to see more Aura coming from this Macquarie side. They still are heavy favorites in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 3-0.
Yeah, we'll see if they are going to make that prediction a reality here. They are looking to hold things out, give it their absolute best, and we'll see if they are going to be able to do just that. Once we do get on to the pitch here, definitely excited what's to come out of this one. But speaking of what's to come here, it's gonna be jumping straight into the game right now, Max. We're already flowing things ahead. A ball gonna be straight onto the ground, straight on towards those goals. There, ooh, almost strolling in, but it just ain't happening, Max. Not yet.
Not yet. Still early days. Ray across to Akame. Oh, beautiful pass, better finish. First goal 20 seconds in.
That's it. Nice and early into the piece there, and they do deliver. Big shots, big goals, and they are going to be able to stroll straight through. Ooh, through. Almost thought another one was coming through there, but not yet, Max. No more of those kickoff goals, all right?
I'm sure it won't take long. Now, something we have noticed when watching Macquarie play, I don't want to be too much, this has been the Lunar show, but when you look at the touches, when you look at the shots, when you look at the goals, Lunar has been leading the charge. First minute, maybe not so much the case. Actually been a lot more Akame, little bits of Ray in there as well. Hopefully, we're showing and we're seeing more sides of this Macquarie team, but they still have that, star player in their back pocket. Winning 50s like that to get across midfield, keeping the speed, almost stays with the play. Ultraviolet's going to have to bump them off. Ray going back to Akame. It was Mac who kind of drove it straight into him. Now Lunar over the top. Second touchdown, and it is not in. Defense kind of got in the way. Ultraviolet, credit for the save.
That's it. Credit for the save, and credit where it is due there. So, see what they are going to be able to do. Jumping into this. Ray holds on to it. Luna, pick it up, stroll around it. Ultraviolet to be able to press it up. Luna, good on the defense though. Keep it out of reach, at least for the moment. Try and press it up. Akame, good on the corner as well. See if they can stroll past. But QUT, it would be good to take that control back.
That it will be. Jacko, reset to the backboard. Who will hold it down? Lunar wants to go across the middle, but gets shut down by Ultraviolet. When looking at this QUT side, we haven't seen, again, we've only seen one series from them, and they got the win, but it wasn't the cleanest win from them before. I believe it did go to Champions Field, and we didn't really see the Mac and Jack connection that we saw so much in the past. That said, Ultraviolet did play phenomenal in that series, so if we are going to see the upset, if we are going to see QUT step up, I'm curious if that's going to be the trend that continues, or if the dynamic duo of Mac and Jack kind of regain that footing that made him so popular before. Here comes Akame. The net, not quite going to get it this time around. Lunar, though, able to stay on the play. Ball's going to fall more towards the net. The defense will hold, at least for now. Halfway through this game, only a 1-point lead.
Point for now. Could be more in a second, but they are still going to be sticking it out. Akame bouncing it down. Luna waiting around the bend here. Ray wanting the same, just trying to keep this ball in motion, keep it upfield, yield the result, and there it is! Boom! Ray locks it down.
And again, I'm loving seeing this from the other members on the team. Ray, that angle was filthy. Well placed, posted in. Pass nice as well, but we've seen a sick goal from Akame, a sick goal from Ray. Macquarie, they are defending champs, and they're not defending champs because of one player. It has been all three of them stepping up back in Semester 1, and now we're seeing the others step up here in Semester 2 as well.
Yeah, really great to see the step up there, and we'll see. They are going to be able to do it all over again now. Ooh, good stoppage there. Really solid, just holding on to it. Luna just styling their way through. It was like a magic trick on that one, but all not going in yet. Look, going to get very close very quickly.
There we go, Ray, midfield, wants the touch. Weird double commit in that midfield line. Back across over to Lunar, wants to go straight, but they get bumped off by Mac. Jacko. This one on it, into the corner we go. Akame. Ray. Back to Akame, maybe. No, not quite. It's cut off in the air. Play double touch corner. What? Oh my gosh, if Ray hit another, just like his last goal, give them the giving game, give them the series. That one, though, doesn't quite go in.
Yeah, not quite yet. We'll see if they are going to be able to get it over the line now. Stick it out. Kame, good shot. Not in though. Somehow, some way, they get away.
Double doinks doesn't go in. A bit unfortunate for Akame. Ultraviolet wants to lead the charge back, but let's be honest here. 40 seconds remaining. 2-goal game, and just relentless attacking pressure has been coming from the Macquarie side. All three members now stepping up when the time calls for them. Still 30 seconds to go. If QT gets a goal here, maybe they can make a miracle happen, but it's looking less likely by the moment. Defense keeps the ball away from a threatening spot by playing in front of the post, and even a delayed defensive effort to stop Jacko. Smart defense. Yeah, this is going to be Macquarie's win.
Oh yeah, looking good so far, Max. And let's see if they can take it to the max in a second. Maybe one goal for him, but it ain't happening. See ya later. It's Macquarie locking it down, standing on business in the game number 1.
And in on their business, Ray gets credit as the MVP in this one. And I mean, again, for Macquarie, that's pretty big. It was different faces out in front. Akame was able to get that sick goal. Also, you know, you had the Ray to Akame pass and shot. Ray really stepped up that game. So that was great to see from Ray, from Macquarie. All three members look good. And for QUT, I mean, only 2 shots on target. They were on the back foot. Ultraviolet had some key touches on the back end, but relatively quiet throughout. They're going to need to find ways to get Ultraviolet a bit more involved, I feel, if QT's going to come back in this series.
Yeah, definitely couldn't agree with you more there. I think that they need to find ways to really synergize around one another. You know, I think that they definitely found their fair share of struggles in that regard. Like Macquarie were just able to flow these shots together. You know, they had some pretty crazy, phenomenal shots coming through there, and it worked out wonderfully. You know, earned them the 2-goal lead and plants the seeds of a potential victory ahead of them again, heading into the rest of their endeavors here in the series. But we'll see if maybe there's going to be a bit of a change up, you know, coming through into the second game. I think that it's a good chance at reflection, I suppose, from both rosters there, and very eager to see if someone is going to be able to find that moment, find that potential, find that success.
I love in chat Lunar saying that Akame's headset died, apparently.
Lovely.
Do we believe it, though? Do you believe it? That's the question, Matsy.
Plug it in. Plug it in.
Or are they trying to throw their opponents off? Are they trying to play mind games? All right.
They're trying to play mind games on it.
That's what I think too. I think it's all a mind game right now for Macquarie. Here we go. Akame, no comms, drives it straight into the other side. But see, now you have the perfect excuse. If Akame makes a misplay, it's just because of no comms. But if they make a big play, then it's like, wow, that good even without the comms. Shot on, follow-ups there, but no, not enough to get the goal.
Not enough to get the goal this time. We'll see if next time, perhaps, it is going to be the difference maker. So already 30 seconds elapsed here. Luna looking to collapse onto a goal. Not going to be able to stroll past this one. Slow and steady, but they will spin it through to a demo.
I like Fiasco's story of what actually happened better. The headset didn't die, just dad walked into the room, probably said, put the game on pause, it's dinner time. Or something at 9 p.m.
Surely it's like,
household.
Are you winning, son?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen it happen a couple times in Rocket League. I know you do more of the shooters thing. How have you ever had a dad walk in mid-interview?
Yes.
Oh, how
Yes, we
good
have.
is it?
We've had, yeah, dads, moms, you name it, roommates. We've had it all walking into our interviews. It's been a great time, Max.
I love parental cameos are the best cameos, straight up. Like they really go, what a
superheroes.
touch from Mac, 1-0 lead.
Yeah, love to see it. Great start coming out from QUT there on their path to redemption. You know what cameo I'd love to see, Max?
Which?
A Max Formal cameo.
Well, I mean, am I not here now? Is that not what we're getting?
No, but like in another instance, you know, in a cameo sense.
Oh, so you want me? Oh, so what you're saying is you want me to just like crash one of your broadcasts, like let's say, I don't know, tomorrow maybe?
I'd love to see that, honestly. I think that'd be the best.
Okay, there was a last semester there was a Rivals broadcast that I would have crashed had QUT won and done an interview. But here we go. Back on this one though, we are going to see Jack and Mac try to get across the midfield line. It's going to be Lunar up to Akame, back over to Lunar, down to the side. Jacko will clear across the midfield.
Yeah, good, a clear over, and let's see if they can get into high gear. Woo, they can! Delivering a second. QUT are on the path. A path of destruction, and I'm loving every second of it. Macquarie just haven't been able to react just yet.
Yeah, that they have. Here we go. Akame bumped off the play. Ray on the kickoff reacts. That's just when you thought they couldn't react this second, they react and get a kickoff goal.
That's it. Good reaction, nice and swift there. I love it. I just love it. It's great. And there's gonna be another one. Wait, what?
There might be. Again, I kind of put Macquarie in the same category as New South Wales, where when they're behind, you always expect they have another gear that they can just activate to score when they want. What is it? In like Speed Racer, doesn't he like turn like the Mach 5 into like race mode or something?
Yeah, something silly like that.
Yeah, I feel that's what these top teams have. Also, I want the Mach 5 skin. I think it existed before, but I want more people to use it. That would be so good for Rocket League. Oh my gosh. I would never use it. Here we go. Ray across to Akame. Ball bounces off the roof. Shots on post. No, not in.
Not in, but you know what? I know which car you could use, Max, with your former haircut. You could have used the DeLorean. I think it would have suited quite well.
A hat trick for Mac, making it 3-1. I would make a mean Doc Brown screaming about plutonium. Good shot from Mac, though. Again, it was a double commit to the sidewall. Corey kind of lets that one get away from them. 3-1. This is a good showing right now from QUT.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there, Max. Definitely is showing that they're locked in, you know.
Oh my
big focus. Okay. Big focus from their last game, and they are just delivering results into this one. Like, I was talking about needing to synergize better at the end of the first game, and looks like they've been listening. They're tapped in here, Max.
I'm just confused what that kickoff was from Macquarie. It was a full send cheat, no hesitation, just drive right through, while the third member went boost and rotated outside. Yeah, not really surprised that one worked against them. As Mac does get challenged, Jacko now going back towards their own net. This could... I'm now worried that even Macquarie does put it in that secret 7th gear. I don't think they come back in this game, Matsy. I think QUT just has the better of them now. A 5-1 lead.
Oh my gosh. Can you believe it? Like, they just keep navigating this one through. I don't know what's gone wrong for Macquarie here, but QUT are just reaping the rewards into this one. They are feeling it. You love to see it when a team is just fired up. You know, they are feeling it. They're in that flow state. They managed to get goal after goal, but Luna could be the guardian to stop.
Well, we'll see if they start to bring it back. Pass down, trying to find Ray, gets intercepted away from Jacko. QT holds this 5-1 lead, and I will say this, if QT wins this game, and dare I say goes one step further and finds a way to take the series, that would be a significant upset, especially for teams like Latrobe and, you know, UON, who we kind of see maybe as their biggest rival come playoff time, not just through the group stage. It would definitely mix things up for sure. 30 seconds remaining. QUT right now is trying to finish the job. That's going to be a goal for Lunar, though. So 3 goals, 25 seconds. I don't see it happening.
Oh, I think it's winnable. I think production would agree. Yeah, I think it's winnable.
Production can confirm, does not agree.
They agree wholeheartedly.
So we will see how this one goes. The kickoff goes straight over to Lunar. If Lunar scores off this, maybe. But again, QUT, they are strong enough to just not give away goals for free. So it is going to be enough damage done off the kickoff to the clock. Going to be a win. QUT gets it done, and our series will be tied 1-1.
There we have it. Solid stuff coming out from our rosters there. Going to be able to creep it over the line, and could be... There we go. There we go. All done and dusted. I thought it was taking a little bit. I'm thinking, ooh, maybe not. But just like that, QUT tied up 1 apiece now. Look to take it one step further into game 3 here. So definitely doing a solid job. You know, they're gearing up. They're looking to give it their all and see if they can rise to the challenge, rise to the occasion here, and really give it their best. But see what their best looks like once our teams are good to go into the next one. Definitely going to be really looking to give it their best. But you know what? Macquarie, what do they need to do different here, Max?
I just want to see a bit more aggression from them. I mean, it was just strange. The decision making, particularly on the kickoffs, were odd, and their follow-ups were kind of odd. I don't know. That was a strange game, and a lot of credit actually. I want to throw back the other way to QUT. Remember before I've been talking that Mac and Jack connection? I don't know if you were paying attention to the stats, but Ultraviolet was pretty silent that game. That was all that dynamic duo, that Longstead pairing, which has frequently caught teams off guard. So I think there's a little bit of a shock in the fact that there were some key saves from the QUT side, particularly in the final 2 minutes of that game, that didn't really allow Macquarie back in. You can see already Macquarie, they're done messing around. Straight out the gate, frequent shots, frequent passes and mix-ups. That's kind of more what I expect from Macquarie. I think they may have just underestimated their opponents a little bit in game 2, and now we're back to driving full speed.
That's it, back on track and ready to go. So, we'll see if they are going to be able to throw another one together. Big shot over the top there, straight towards the goals. Ultraviolet picks it up, pushed offside. Mac ready, Akame trying to get it center field. Does get pushed out to Luna. Now looking to take these guys. Tell me,
good passes.
Tell me.
Lunar made a good point in chat. I think that was Macquarie's first individual game loss of the event so far. So they went 3 rounds before dropping to a team, and they dropped to the second highest team in their pool. So, like, it still is a testament to how strong Macquarie is overall. And then we see that first goal, the passes, the setups, the shots, when they start to connect as a squad. Case in point, we see it again right here. They do still have that 7th gear, Matsy. They just, I think they realized they needed it a little too late in that last game.
Yeah, maybe getting a little bit comfortable, but at least now they're locked in. They are good to go. So, pushing around it. Ultraviolet now going to be bypassed by Luna. Going to push straight towards the backboard there. Ooh. Almost was able to maneuver it. Keep it in solid position for a center shot, but ain't happening this time. It's going to be fought back. Luna readying themselves. Waiting. They're good to go.
Yeah, getting bumped by Ray a little bit, but that's okay. A little friendship tap from teammates. And we'll see where we go from there as we watch Ultraviolet go across the middle of the field. Second touch keeps it up high. Lunar stalking the shot, waiting for their moment into the corner. They just get completely cleaned up. Ray wants to make a play, goes across the midfield. There's a shot towards the net, but Lunar has the save, and Akame will follow it through. Now Lunar across midfield, has Ray underneath. Musty to get it to him, puts it on target, but Ray cannot, and it stays 2-0.
That's it. Stays on track for a while longer now, and see if they can keep it that way. Ray holding on to the defense. Ooh, forced back. Good epic save from Luna there. Forcing a bit of power into it. Mac gonna track it over. Not much boost. Akame, the only one really with much to give, but the giving is now been taken away. So reset coming through. QUT trying to navigate forward. Ooh, big shot. Doesn't hit its mark though, and Sweet fend it off once again.
Here comes Jack. Wants to go to the net. Ray slows it down halfway through this game now. Finally, we get to see QUT on the blue side of the pitch. Haven't seen too much of that in a while. Will it result in anything? Not yet. Lunar, good job on defense keeping it in the corner.
Yeah, super duper good job so far, but there's a good job coming out from Mac. And we'll be able to find their revenge, take their first into the game. 2 minutes 11 to go here. So definitely it took a while to get going, but QUT now have answered the calling. And let's see if they are going to be able to stall another one out as the kickoff pushes on. Ray has got the early control, and Luna looking to take it further.
And we'll see what Luna's going to be able to bring with that ball in the corner as it stands. Echo kind of loses out on that 50, although this one goes a little bit better for them. It still sets up Lunar. Backboard, second touch towards the net. Max saves it off the backboard. Ray's there, so is Akame. But they're not there fast enough. Still a 1-goal game, and Max leading a charge back in favor for QUT. Akame steals boost from Jack, which might hinder this attack. In fact, no boost on Ultraviolet either. So it's going to be an ill-fated attempt as Akame clears it back to the other side.
Back to the other side already. To glide ahead of this one. Mac. Head. Kame, one in the same. It does get relegated to the corner. Jacko tried to force it up, but it ain't going. Oh, we are looking to shake things up here. And Ray is good to go.
So is Mac maybe to Jack, back to Mac. They were driving the wrong way, so they want to keep it out of the net. Akame still gets in the way. 1 minute to play. If we're going to see an equalizing shot, it's going to have to get past that midfield line first, and that's just been the most challenging moments for QUT. They've had so few opportunities since they've made it within one. Credit to Macquarie for keeping them pinned down. Maybe they can find some space. Nope, still not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Not so far, but that can very easily change in a second here. Kame would push up to QUT side of the pitch there. Ooh, Ultraviolet just denied on the clearance, but gets it in the end. See if they can take it one step more. Good physicality as well. They're getting in their face now. They need to, right, Max?
Yeah, not allowing anything. Macquarie just, this is pretty brutal, yet Ultraviolet has a chance. Can't get the double they were looking for. That could have been their last chance this game. 7 seconds, one opportunity remaining, but it's going to be a tough one to find. They've got to go the field. Mac just is not faster than Lunar. Gets to the ball first, lets the ball drop. 50 keeps it up. Anybody underneath? Oh, a double commit. That's going to do it. Macquarie take game 3.
There they go. Taking away game number 3 there. Solid stuff coming out from Macquarie. Only 1 goal the difference here. So it goes to show just how competitive this series is becoming. But that does put Macquarie on towards a series point. So very afraid of what things could look like into the landscape here. But, you know, QUT have showcased they're capable. We could see.
Yeah, they have, but like when I was looking at those stats, this is one of the few times where I don't think the stats really painted a good picture of how that game went. Yes, QUT put more shots on target, but it never felt like QUT was controlling that game. They were on the back foot for so much of it. It was just Macquarie largely going corner to corner on the attacking half, shutting down the midfield, not allowing anything out. They did just enough to win that game, and then they just didn't allow QUT any space on the pitch whatsoever. So I don't know. I feel like that's the kind of game that does more mental damage than anything else. It was suffocating by Macquarie, and if they do that again, I do think they win this series 3-1, but we'll see how it plays out. All you need is a couple good touches, a good pass like that, but Mac can't find the shot.
Can't find the shot, but may yet be able to find something in a second. Ooh, solid defense so far. We'll see what else they are going to be able to cook up out of this one, Max. They are looking to hold on to it for a second, but it is a push downfield, and Luna already good to pass it offside.
Good passes. Here we go. Double commit on the defense. Max underneath, but isn't able to keep it straight. Ooh, there could have been a chance right there, but unfortunately it doesn't work out for them. Now Akame wants to lead the charge back the other way, but with 4 minutes to go, Lunar, the next one with an opportunity, can't get it over the top.
Yeah, can't get it over the top there. Might be able to get it over the side, but Mac just to clean it out. Luna, good stoppage there. Working with the Kame, not able to slide it in. Jacko, good with the epic save. Luna trying to go for second innings. Is going to be stopped out. Akame trying to get back on it. Not going to happen. Ray slowing things down. Does keep the ball in motion slowly but surely. Their teammates in the back line trying their best to maintain defense here, but they will be able to fence it out, only for a little bit.
Yep, time will be slowly working against them. Here we go. Akame now, side wall. Wants to throw it to Ray. They're not going to connect. It's Mac who gets in the way. Jacko across midfield. Second touch towards the goal. Ray still gets there next. Lunar doesn't get a chance on the boost. It's Ultraviolet up top. Now Akame wanting to go across midfield. Gets the boost again, but isn't able to get the dunk. It leaves it for Jacko, who wants the goal. Denied off the backboard. Still 3 minutes left in this game. Still plenty of time. It's just not really opening up for Macquarie. You have to admit, again, bouncing back from the loss, QUT looks very good.
Honestly, super duper good. It just feels like maybe they just need to lose a game every time for them to activate. You know, they need that power up.
But that doesn't work in a series, Matt,
No.
because eventually you're going to lose
five.
the game.
Yeah.
No, so what you have to do is you scrim before game one. And
Yeah.
you use that, and then you come in ready to go. That's got to be the tack either way. First goal goes to Akame.
Lock it in. They are finally able to get it over the line. Just under 2.5 minutes to go here, and the first goal opens the account. So, solid stuff coming out from Macquarie here. QUT, it's time to lock in. Will you remain goalless, or will you find your own goal momentarily here? Great passes coming through from Macquarie, but they are going to be denied by QUT, maintaining their defensive structure so well. Now looking to counter into this one.
Here we see more pressure from Akame, kind of getting jammed up in the wall right there. Lunar will be the one who goes up high for it instead. Trying to find somebody underneath. Not quite going to be the case. Ray actually lets that one fall straight to Lunar, and this could be dangerous. Ultraviolet got the 50, but it favors Lunar, who still finds the pass, but no shot. Akame too slow to the play.
Too slow to the play and ready. See how they're going to flow this one through today. They stick it out. Big hit. Mac sending it down. Ray not able to lock it down. QUT lock in there first.
And now we got an equalized game. It was Mac with an insane double touch. Mac, again, had the hat trick as well back in game number 2 to help put QUT on front. This is QUT now starting to fire once again. Still may have to go. Lunar, reset down, not in. Actually wants to slow it down, tries to go over the top, but runs out of resources halfway through, so Jacko will be able to get behind it. Now Jacko again is straight into Ray.
Straight into Ray and ready to play here. Let's see. They can do more with it. Jacko.
There's a
Over the
chance.
top. There is a big chance, but Ray with the epic save denies it.
Denies it temporarily. Still 1 minute to go. It's Ray. Kind of in an awkward spot. Lunar will try to get some space along the side. Sets up Ray with a free touch. Max should be there on the save. With nobody to pass it to, has to go corner where Lunar is waiting. Akame underneath. They don't connect. Instead, it'll be Mac now with Ultraviolet underneath. Has to get the ball centered and does. A shot. It's going to have to be a double. Defense dives back. Jacko with no boost won't have an opportunity for a free touch.
Now on QUT's side of the pitch here, Akame good to stop the momentum early and continuing to force that aggression there. Ray and Luna It's repositioning effectively. Trying to continue to maintain course, working together now, center it through. Akame gets the hit, denied immediately. QUT locked into that one. Demo coming out, you know it's getting personal, it's getting physical towards the end here. They want to lock it down, and Macquarie does it! Demo City gets the goal.
Yeah, it was a good demo to set up the first attempt, and Ray just keeping it low enough to avoid the squishy save. Well done, smart play, and again, we're seeing all three players of Macquarie stepping up here. 10 seconds, the kickoff has to be perfect. Jacko might have Mac. Mac has boost, but won't get an opportunity. Ray plays keep away, ball goes the other way. That's not gonna do it. Stays alive a little bit longer, but it's in an awkward spot. Macquarie takes the series 3-1.
Solid stuff coming out from Macquarie there. They get the job done in the end. 3-1, 2-1 in that last game. So huge stuff for coming through from there. Honestly, was really impressed with how QUT managed to take it to them. You know, this wasn't just a one-sided affair the whole way through. Not a chance there, Max. And yeah, I'm just impressed at the level of competition coming through there, honestly.
Yeah, so am I. I mean, it was well done. I mean, QT proved that they can stay competitive against a Macquarie team that did seem to be heating up at a few moments. So it's strange. QT looked better in this loss than they did in their win last week, which sometimes happens in Rocket League, but it's also a testament to how strong Macquarie is as well. The fact that they still are the number one seeded team. They dropped a game, yes, but then they bounce back, keep winning. They're just in a strong spot.
That's it. In a super strong spot there, and their confidence only going to continue to build, you know, leading towards the rest of the season and towards the LAN finals. Like, just really excited for what's going to be coming through here, Max. You know, I'm sure all players are all hands on deck, wide awake out of these exciting series, and just keen to see what the rest of them look like.
Yeah, I think we will too. And the exciting thing too is right now, both Macquarie and New South Wales are one game away from that clean sweep, from just going 4-0 straight through to LAN. And that's going to be a storyline to talk about for sure when we look ahead. I mean, we're going to have a word with Ray very shortly, but it will, I don't know. I wonder if that extra pressure will start to affect maybe some of these players or not. That is something to consider.
What I take into consideration as well, however, is how we've got an interview with Ray!
Hello, hello. How are we, lads?
We need to get like a soundboard
Fantastic.
clapping or cheering or something every time we do that. But yes, Ray, first of all,
hold on.
congratulations on the win. I have to admit, like, this game was the first time where it felt like all three of the Macquarie members were all stepping up, had their big moments. It felt, this is the most you guys have looked like a team, and against arguably your strongest opponent yet. Is this a taste of what's to come in the upcoming weeks as we get closer and possibly into the LAN?
Yeah, I'd say so. I would definitely say this was definitely our hardest game. It's the only game we have dropped. They're a really good team. I think they will come second and make it to the LAN in our group. There is one other team. I believe it's Fiasco's team. Machini's that?
Latrobe.
Yeah,
Latrobe.
Latrobe. That's probably the other contention for second. Both of them are really good teams, but we played well. I mean, we could have played better, but we dropped a game. It is what it is. We played well. I think it is a taste of what's to come.
I mean, that's some pretty great stuff. Now, was you guys did come after New South Wales, who, you know, they were playing the trick shot game. They were kind of playing the aura farming game. You guys didn't seem to do that. You seemed a lot more straight laced. Let's get down to business. Let's get this win now. Was that because of the quality of opponent, or is that a bit more of what your team identity is?
Well, to be honest, Luna had to go. He had some responsibilities, so we tried 3-0 sweeping. We failed, but got a 3-1. We just wanted to win, get Luna out of there. He has some responsibility, some real life stuff. Cringe. But yeah, that's all it was.
I'm assuming, you know what, we're going to let them deal with their real life responsibilities, but I guess that means for you right now, next week is a very big week, right? Next week, if you win that, you guarantee your spot at LAN, win your group, secured. Does that add any extra pressure going into it?
No, not at all.
No?
Come on, we're expected to come first. Come on. You guys know, I know, the chat knows. like the producer knows. We all know we're coming first in the group. Like it's a given. It's a given. Come on, let's be real. Let's be real.
So I'm looking at who your opponent is. So UTS, no chance is what you're saying.
Look, they're all good teams. They're all good teams. It's just our level is just a bit different. I don't know. There's no nicer way to put it. It's just a skill issue. I don't know how else to put it. We just clear every other team in our group. That's just how it is. We won last semester for a reason.
That is true. So I guess then, if we go back to the other group then, and the New South Wales and their aura farming and their trick shots that they got, that they were putting through, it was definitely the more flashy team. What do you say in response to that? Them being considered maybe a more flashy team.
Try it on us. See what happens.
I like it.
I love it. Love the energy and love the confidence there, Ray. I'm keen to see it all season long, mate. I want to see this kind of, energy on LAN. I'm just so keen for it. It's going to be great. Anyway, thanks so much for joining us here tonight, mate. It's been a pleasure to have you on board again, and keen to see what next week and there beyond looks like.
Thanks for having me.
Too good.
That is going to be the last game, by the way, of next week. It is going to be UTS versus Macquarie. Macquarie wins, they go perfect. And again, they're going to be right after New South Wales, who is also trying to win and go perfect. There's going to be... Look, all I'm saying is, I don't know where I put it. That party popper bag might be getting its work in next week.
I'm keen. But you know what else I'm keen for? Keen to get things set up for the next game. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll see you on the other side of it. Here we go. We are so back with the AEL University Elite Series here for Rocket League with the M&M Show. Matsy and Max coming here live once again, and we are so keen to get deep into this Rocket League action. We are going to be powering our way through, Max. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be Griffith taking on Monash. Let's go.
Yeah, the glorious Griffith Goblins. If you want to get illiterate with it, we'll see how they do play out. Okay, wait, I don't think that was the right adjective. But either way, I'm keen for the. I wanted to talk like alliteration, and I just called them illiterate. Apologies. Either way, them versus Monash should be fun. Should be good. Should be exciting. I do feel that this actually might be our most evenly matched team right now, Matsy, but it's also two teams that are kind of fighting to avoid being last place on the ladder at the same token. So I don't really know what to expect. We've already seen some chaotic games before. I think this one is going to be our chaotic series of the evening. We haven't really had that yet. This one's going to be that one.
I'm keen. I'm so keen for it. I reckon it's going to be the one to watch. The one we've been waiting for. And
when that goes 5.
Yeah, the one that goes 5. That's it, Max. I'm hyped up. I'm ready. Our players are surely ready as well. We're going 5 game. You know what? Let's sweeten it up. We're going 20-minute overtime. This is the one, Max. I'm manifesting it all season long, baby. It's going to happen. And you know what? Knowing my luck, it's going to happen on LAN. So yeah.
Let's go. No, look, I will say this. It happening on LAN first series of the day to just ruin the timetable for everybody. That seems good. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Exile gets the first goal. What? Where was Monash? Where did they go?
Yeah, they've gone fishing with goals.
Yeah, but when you look at these two teams, okay, NK, kind of the big player to watch on the Monash side. Yes, Fergo, has a storyline of being all throughout AEL. He played in the high school league, now playing in the Elite Series. But NK has been their best performing player. When you look at the other side, Exile and ADOS. ADOS has been on Griffith for so long-standing member. Exile has been there for a majority of the time with him as well. Paz, the newer player, a team that 2 seasons ago was in a final. Last season didn't even qualify top 4. No idea where they sit right now, so I guess they'd be a favorite, but I mean, that start was certainly something, and now the ball's coming the other way. Good bump from NK, but Fergo wasn't able to get around the ball.
Yeah, not able to get around it this time, but they got other chances. Exile doesn't for a bit, but maybe they'll have another chance soon. Ooh, getting so close to the goals there. See if they can stroll into it. Exile could to clear it out to their teammate, pushing it up. Rex will clean it through though. Fergo ready as well. Push it overhead. Ready. Lay this one down.
Okay, so Matsy.
Yes, sir.
With Rocket League, you see a lot of Fenix, you see a lot of Octanes and the occasional Dominus, and you go like, man, I really want to see something different sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sure. Maybe you'll get a Scarab. But then you look at whatever Paz is driving, and then you go, oh, yeah, let's get a good close-up on it after that goal. And then you go, my goodness, I want more Octanes and Fenix. Just saying. Good goal, though. Good timing for that goal, by the way. Perfect to help illustrate my point.
Yeah, get the Octane ZR. Why not?
I just want to see more Dominus. I like... Bring out the F1 cars.
Yeah, bring out the Batmobile.
Actually, Batmobile was meta once upon a time.
Yeah, I remember the good old days.
Yeah, man.
I've been here.
Bring back the Batmobile. Let's see it.
Man. Sure.
Let's see it. Here we go, though. Demo midfield. Already a 2-goal lead off the backboard. What do you think of the NASCAR Fennec?
Yeah, look. It's different, but you know what? I love it. I love the soul behind it.
Yeah, you know what? hey, rotations are about driving in circles, all right? That's all I'll
it.
say on that front. And here we go. Rux gonna try to get something up off the backboard, but Exile is already there. Trying to create a bit of space. Doesn't lead to too much. Virgo down. Oh, tough angle. Doesn't quite find it.
Yeah, doesn't quite find it this time, but see if they are going to be able to find it in a sec here. Would hit her through. Cleared out by NK. Has been around the back. Boost is ready. Their teammates prepared around as well. Exile sends it over. Still going to be in motion on their side of the pitch here. Monash are doing a good job to maintain aggression at this point.
Yeah, we'll see what Exile can bring. NK wants to play backboard but can't go too far with it, so Paz and Exile instead will come down the midfield. Rock's shot, not on. Paz, full boost, doesn't get too much with it. It's going to be ADOS around. Setting up something, is it Paz? It is, but it's not on target either. But at the same token, though, this is only good for the Griffith side. They're staying on the attacking half. They are kind of stealing boosts as they wrap around the corner. They're keeping their opponents on the back foot, and sometimes the best defense is a good offense, and right now, that does seem to be the case for Griffith.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be the case for them this time, but maybe the case next time, or the time after. Time after time is going to be gold time coming in, and Paz already waiting around the back, maybe not so much. Lucky Exile was there, otherwise I would have got a bit worried, but everything's okay. For now, it's okay.
Still a little strange, some of the rotations I'm seeing from Griffith right there. I mean, players rotating in the same spot, but for the second time this game, the net is just so completely open, they cannot mess it up. So it's going to be a 3-goal lead, under a minute to go. Griffith, they're going to take game one.
That they will take it away. Game number 1 there. So Monash not going to have a way back in unless they just score goal after goal after goal. That possibility is becoming a certain impossibility. As time trickles out. Maybe not. I'm just gonna zip that those lips up back. So you can take it from here.
I mean, I guess that's our first pinch goal of the night. Exactly as it was drawn up. You know, they went to the whiteboard and they were gonna pinch it lightly into the corner and in such a way that the defenders will be too scared to touch the ball and it will roll in. Seems perfect. I don't think it changes the outcome of this game, though, Matsy.
No, I don't think it changes either, you know, unless they pull a pure insanity out of that hat. But as time ticks down, that is looking less and less likely. There's no way they score another goal, right?
Well, they might get one. I think a 0-seconder could be on the cards, but it could just as easily go the other way. So timer hit 0. Doesn't matter if anyone scores. It's going to be a Griffith win, and they almost got that 0-seconder. We keep it going, you know. We're having fun tonight.
Yeah, we're having fun. We're learning. Having a good old time.
What are we learning?
See. We're learning how to make this game as fun as it possibly can be.
That's well said. Well said. Griffith takes game 1. Exile, the MVP, did a lot of the work as we've been seeing for a lot from Griffith this time around. Also, Rooks on the other side, surprisingly, you know, doing a lot on that defensive end. But yeah, Monash, they got one pinch, and it was a good pinch. But outside of that, it really didn't feel like they had a very inspired showing, at least in the first game. We'll see how games 2 and 3 go.
Yeah, let's see how they are going to be going down. I think Griffith did a great job taking control of the momentum nice and early there. You know, Monash, good to see that they were able to take away at least one goal out of it. But curious to see who's going to be able to, I guess, get their hands on the reins into our next games ahead of us. You know, will Griffith be able to take a second and find themselves on series point immediately? We're going to be tested here. Monash, it's their game to play, their game to try and win. Let's see if they can do it, because we already have entered Demo City.
Have we?
Yeah.
Okay.
An early demo.
Yeah, but that's a whole city of demo. That sounds dangerous. It seems like a bad neighborhood to enter.
They call
Can't
the
we
fire
go down
warden.
to like free lane, the highway, and to open net central?
We can go there.
I would
We
like
start
that
in
seems-
Demo City though.
Well, all right,
It's
fine.
a tutorial island right there.
Oh no, we are in Demo City, another one already. It's scary. Here we go, the big bumps in the net as well. The physicality ramping up in the early stages here.
Yep, looks like I've manifested it, Max, and I love it. More demos, yes please. But we'll see if those are going to come to life as hit it up at the top there. Exile waiting, Paz to control it up the wall for now. Exile doesn't get hold of it. Paz, no boost, no problem. They've sent it back upfield. Fergo in to receive it there. It's off center. Doesn't get lined up the way they like.
See what Exile can bring across to ADOS, down to Paz, 1, 2, 3, denied Fergo. As we get a double demo on the opposite side of the field. Fergo didn't get the touch I think they were hunting for, so that will allow ADOS to come back to the other side, keeps it in the corner. Paz races to cut that off before the defense can clear. Running a lot of resources to try to keep this attack moving forward, and doesn't really pay out.
Yeah, it doesn't pay out this time, but might pay out in the next instance here. See. They can navigate out of it. Good cross there. Not going to be able to pick up any more from it. ADOS goes down. Another demo, Max.
Ooh. Yes,
one to go.
another demo, but also a missed pinch, unfortunately, for NK. Not what they were trying to go for. Doesn't hit it. Almost a double for ADOS. But thought the defense would get there. Bumps Fergo at least. That could open it for Exile. And it cuts off the post defender and in.
Wow. Just like that, they break down the dam and they will be able to flow it in. Poor Fergo, you know, trying to hold it off. They lock it in.
You can see what they were trying to do, though.
Yeah,
It's a more of a kind of understandable own goal, but make no mistake, that was not going in without the defender hitting it. So an own goal, nonetheless, 1-0 lead for the Griffith side. I would not feel comfortable with one goal. Not at this stage. ADOS does the right thing and doesn't back up into his teammate. Let's Paz try to set it up. Nearly to... Oh, that's another own goal.
Oh, Max.
That's
oh,
two.
Max.
That's two for Fergo.
Hat trick. Let's do it.
No.
3 for 3. Come on, let's go.
I don't want to wish that on Fergo. Why would you wish that on Fergo?
I just want to watch the world burn, Max.
Fair enough. But yeah, that, it's been awkward. A little bit awkward for the Monash side. Still time for them, though, to get back into this. Let's see what Rux can do. They get bumped off the play, and that's just a lob shot down the middle. Oh, okay. We shouldn't be holding our breath for a midfield touch, even if it is Fergo, okay? We shouldn't be. But I think we both did.
I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
You really want that Fergo.
Here we go. Look,
Hey, it's still a hat trick if he goes the other way. That would still be 3 goals off his car. Either way, through the backboard, trying to find Rux. It's not in.
Ooh, not in this time, but they might get it in a second. A good touch from NK. Keeps it over the other side. Still trying to hold on to it. Fergo. The corner at ADOS. Playing around as well. NK back on track. Paz pushes over. Fergo over the top in center field. Exile yields results. Paz tries to push it along, but they're just trading jab for jab at this point.
That they are. NK. Ooh, shot on. Exile should be there. Has to burn a little bit of boost to get there, but well managed. That said, they missed the next touch, and Fergo gets the hat trick. 3 goals off the same car to make it a 1-goal game.
Let's go! Fergo's done it. 3 goals in their favor. You know, those first 2, they were just a practice run. This one, third one there, is the real deal.
Right.
Now, they're going for 4.
But which way? which way does it go? We'll see.
Fair decision.
Hot take, if you score an own goal, you should get your own goal explosion.
True. I think
That's
that'd be
what I
like
believe.
that's potential.
I think that adds some spice to things. Here we go. Off the backboard. Can Fergo find complete redemption and get a second goal? Was looking for the bump. It's not going to find it, but may have created space for NK. Who unfortunately slows it up a bit too much for Exile to be able to clear it out. Now Fergo to the net. Caught by ADOS. 13 seconds. Last ditch effort. Can Monash find the equalizer? Oh no, the ball's going the other way.
Oh no, it's going the other way and could be sent out of play soon. There's time ticking down, and there we go. Griffith take away their second game. Series point are going to be in their favor now. So, solid stuff. They're up by 1 in that game, and they look to deliver more. But Max, expanding on your idea, about your own goal explosions there, I feel like I'd love to see an own goal explosion with just a silhouette of you. I think that would deliver the intended aura there,
That sounds terrifying. We have, hold on. This isn't, you are aware that like this is a like all ages type game, and we can't scare. It's not meant to be a horror game, all right? It's not. we got to keep it family friendly.
Yeah, of course. But
So,
I think kind of like a light show silhouette, like fireworks. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Oh, actually, you know what? Not necessarily of me, but just like the Prince Super Bowl halftime show kind of.
Yeah, that kind of thing. That's what I'm going for.
That could be kind of cool. Here we go. Initial kickoff. Now, this is a interesting situation. Monash back against the wall, has to reverse sweep. I need to see something from this Monash to make me believe that they can do it right now, because to be quite frank, Griffith has been quite dominant in this series, just in terms of possession, in terms of pressure, and unfortunately for ADOS, they won't find the touch right there, but Exile has been having a good series.
Oh yeah, having a great series so far, and I reckon they're looking to make it even greater in a second here. Hold it back for now. Paz, good pickup downfield, yielding results. It's the Fergo show. Slow it down. They aren't looking to pick up their own goal this time.
Okay, Twitch chat. Who is John Monash? Which player is John Monash right now?
I want to know.
Well, compared to past series, we haven't seen much of NK, so I would think maybe NK would be John Monash, and now we're going to see, their 5 moves of doom as Monash brings it back, or maybe it's Fergo with the shot on, but it's not quite in. Our founding father, John Monash, my hero. Okay, so it wasn't a Cena reference. I have no idea. Paz with the first goal, dunk off the roof.
Love it. That is fantastic. So, great goal coming over the top there, locking it in with ferocity, with a power. And they will be looking to gear up and take it one step deeper into this one right now. Oh, we're back. It's Demo City again, Max. Here we
I don't
go.
think we ever left. I think this series... Oh, no. No! No, Fergo, no! No! I can't with this one. Rux, to his credit, did stop the own goal, but couldn't make the save. ADOS puts it through. It's been a rough one for Fergo today. It's been a roughie.
Yeah, just a little bit. Put a Band-Aid on it. That'll make it better.
Oh, man. All right. Well, 3 minutes to go, 2-goal game. Fergo, the confidence to, after that play, again continue to back pass. Credit to them right there. They're not letting these plays get to them. And that's what you want to see, some tenacity in that regards. Good save right there by Fergo as well. Down the middle, Paz will get there first. ADOS is alone in the other net on full boost. Doesn't matter. Exile makes it 3-0.
That's it. 3-0. Looking to go 0 to hero. And we'll see if they can gear on up to do more with it right now. It's Griffith tracking well into the series thus far. Monash, it's their game to fight back for. It's their game. Pick up the pacing here and See if they can do it. NK trying to drop it down to Fergo. Big hit there. Fergo stuck in the corner though. NK pretty behind. Doesn't get the hit. Does get the big boost though. Oh no! And Paz swings it in.
Yeah, Rux was trying to play post defense, expecting the ball to stay low right there. But then it comes off NK and goes high. So miscommunication between teammates leaves half the net open and exposed, and that's going to be the 4-0 lead right now. Monash, there's just been too many defensive blunders, unfortunately, for this team. I think they're trying to overcomplicate things. I think they're trying to get a little too creative, a little too smart for their own good at times. And while I appreciate teams going for that creativity, it just didn't work out on today's game. Does that mean I want them to change their approach? Absolutely not. I'd rather a team push themselves, go for more difficult situations, go for the harder play, and fail than play safe and lose that way. So I do like a lot of what Monash has been doing. However, yeah, it clearly does seem to be the case that they've overthought a lot of their defensive touches, and it's come back to hurt them.
Yeah, come back to hurt them, come back to bite them. And see how this
What?
fight goes. Oh my gosh. I've done it again.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, you know, sure. If 100 seconds left, 5-0 game, that goal left me literally speechless.
I can't believe it. Yeah. That's just the way it is.
I think that goal right there, unfortunately, might be Monash being put to bed. It's bedtime, 10 o'clock. You know, it's
Lights out.
middle of the week. Finals are around the corner for a lot of, you know, these students. Time to get studying. Here we go, though, as Rux gonna put one back towards the opposite, and Exile still has the save.
Still has the save. Looking to see if they can shave away a bit more out of this one. Exile bumps it up there with ADOS. Ooh, Rux gonna be losing. What's going on? It's getting higgledy piggledy.
What?
There's a force field around the ball! Max!
Magnets! It's the magnets, the ball magnets coming into play, keeping everybody away. But it's not going to change the outcome of this one. Paz, one more goal, maybe. Just continues to pile it on. 6-0 lead for Griffith.
That's it. 6-0 lead, and they are speeding into it. So, just further solidifying their position here, Monash. Hopes are dwindling more and more by the second. Ooh, Rex. Good hit there, Fergo. Tries to hit it over the top. Ain't gonna happen. Gonna be stuck out of this one. Good slow of the pacing there from Exile, but still have to put in the hard yards for these final moments here before the gates come to their eventual close.
Yeah, final 10 seconds as this one counts away. Well played by Griffith, by the way. Like, as kind of silly as this series was, Griffith, well and truly, they played a conventional game. They played a strong, constant game. Win well deserved. And Paz, I mean, this was the best we've seen from Paz yet. I start to have a bit more faith in this Griffith lineup, and maybe they can shake things up in the future. Unfortunately for Monash, back to the drawing board. A series I'm sure they would like to forget. And, you know, short memory will do themselves wonders.
Yeah, I think they need the neuralizer for times like that there, Max. You know, I think, yeah, that's got to be the solution. It's got to be the solution. My gosh.
Everyone has bad days. It happens. It's nothing new.
It's always next week. It's always next week. They'll bring it back.
We'll see. Are they even? Hold on. You say there's always next week, and I'm looking at next week, and they're not playing next week.
Oh, there's always next week. Then how about that?
Yeah, we actually don't see Monash again until the last game of the group stages. They are the very last game against Deacon in September, so we won't see them for a month.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So they got a lot of time.
They got
to,
a big
go
journey.
to the drawing board, throw that one out, get a new drawing board, draw all over that one. But on the other side, I mean, hey, big win for Griffith. They're going to be very happy with that. And who knows, maybe they can get some good momentum in their favor.
Yeah, God willing, I think that definitely been building up a bit of potential, a bit of power here, and really eager to see, I guess, what that momentum looks like heading into our future weeks.
Yeah, so am I. I mean, I'm excited to see what they can bring for Griffith. I'm looking ahead. They get Deacon next week, actually, and then finish with UON. And that last battle against UON, I have a feeling, could be a very, very important one.
That's it. You know what else is important? It's our interview with none other than AEST!
Yo, how we going, guys?
You know, ADOS, that was louder than Matsy got for the entire series, was introducing you in. Highlight of the series, just because you guys looked that dominant. How did that win feel for you?
Warming up, I was a little bit rusty, a little bit washed, so I'm ready to get back into it, and it's good to have, first win of the season, and yeah, we're looking forward to the season. We got new blood, new strong player, and looking for that top 4 finish, so see how we go.
Yeah, I mean, it is new blood, Paz, the new member on the team. Have to admit, didn't have the strongest performance against New South Wales, but this looked like a completely different player against Monash. Is this a lot more of what we should expect from them?
Yeah, they were a good side. It was kind of our first week playing together, so we're still trying to figure out each other's play styles and just mentality going into it. I think we underestimated them a little bit, even though that they did really well last season. So I think just the more we play together, and if we come across them again, in the finals or top 4, then we'll give them a better run for their money than we did in week 1. So yeah.
And I guess my next question would be, what are the big differences that we should be expecting with this Griffith team? I know we've only seen 2 series and it's kind of crazy. It's like, okay, that's halfway through the group stage, playoffs are on the corner, but we'll still be seeing a lot of games. Compared to Split 1 then, like what has improved for your guys' lineup? What aspect of gameplay?
I think especially with UV moving from Griffith to QUT, we lost that mechanical player. And so Paz is definitely that mechanical player that we're missing, that golden striker. So I've tried to play more of an anchor, a little bit more defense, a little bit more, coach DOS, I've been called. So, wash DOS as well has been thrown around. So, look,
is that why there was no shots in game 1 out of the 9 that your team got?
Yeah. Yeah. So, uni's a little bit hard to manage at the moment, but look, starting to get into it, starting to get really hyped, starting to play a little bit more, and yeah, look, I think with that golden striker, with a little bit more midfield play, I think we're going to be a strong contender for top 4 this season. Really looking forward to it.
All right, so let's play that hypothetical game then. Who is it that you'd be like knocking out of sort of that projected top 4? Which team do you feel you guys are going to replace? Like what does the top 4 look like?
Look, I haven't done much looking into what teams there are. I think we just go into each week trying to play our best, and we haven't really thought much of the hypotheticals. I'm sure we'll get into that a lot later. But yeah, we just come into each game with trying to win. We took a game off last week, so I think that showed our potential, and this game was really strong from us. So look, not trying to knock any specific team out. I don't want to, throw anyone under the bus. We're just going to each week playing the best that we can, and may the best man win, pretty much. So.
What a great media trained answer, unlike before where we had like Latrobe calling out who was a QUT before. That was
yeah. No, I hope QUT will make it, because of Ultraviolet, he kind of betrayed us a little bit by leaving. So if we can see
what
him,
if it comes down though to Griffith versus QUT?
That'll be like the rival match, I reckon. It will be, especially for us against UV. It's yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'd love to see him at PAX if we both make top 4. The in-person banter's a bit different. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, we just put our best foot forward.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Good vibes, good banter. I'm looking forward to all of it. I reckon you guys can absolutely go off. I think there's going to be big energy coming out on all sides there. So best of luck for the rest of the season, ADOS. You guys are going to kill it. I believe top 4 finish. You guys are going to be gunning for it. Let's see how it goes. But thanks so much for joining us here for the interview, ADOS. And we'll see you hopefully next time.
Awesome. Yeah. Hopefully see you next week. See you guys. Thank you.
There you go, Max. Happy days. Happy days indeed.
It's interesting right now. We didn't get to see UON this week. If Griffith can take down UON, I think they have a solid chance of getting that top 4. I see, I don't know, in my head, in my projections, I feel like it's going to come down to Latrobe versus UON on one half of the playoff bracket, and then QUT versus Griffith on the other side. And both of those series have potential to be insane.
Yeah, I definitely can feel that potential, just like the potential of our teams today. Checking out our results, you can see 1-3. Latrobe taking it away against UQ, followed by a 3-0 coming out from UNSW against a Deacon. Macquarie locking it down with a 3-1 against QUT. It was their first game against QUT, so big potential there. And their last game, as we saw, Griffith taking it away clean, 3-0 against Monash.
Yeah, I can't say there was any dramatic upsets like we were kind of hoping for maybe at the start of the day, but yeah. I will say Griffith, probably the biggest surprise in how strong they looked in that series. They looked a class above Monash, unfortunately for Monash, and the Griffith stocks have risen the most out of all the teams who played today. Griffith stocks right on up. So, and I think that's going to reflect in the standings because, that 0-1 record goes right on up into 3rd place.
That's it. They've slotted themselves into that 3rd place there. So looking solid so far, Max, and very eager to see how these positions change up. Macquarie going to stay on top of things there. Latrobe close 2nd as well. UT in 3rd place. I reckon it's that 4th and 5th place out of both sides, really, which is hot contest right now. I mean, even 3rd place, right? I think that it's ever evolving, the standings.
I think 2nd place, the 2nd place battles are going to be the big ones, realistically, because the seeding for the playoffs, it's so important. If you're in that number 2 spot, you only have to win 1 series to get through, which is the best spot you can be in. Of course, UON and New South Wales, they each still have a chance for 1st, but with the way New South Wales is looking, you still have to kind of favor them. And I'm just looking at sort of the schedule. New South Wales playing UON to qualify, but then you get UON versus Griffith week 5. That's probably going to be for 2nd place, and that would be insane. But in Group A, Latrobe versus QUT, that I'm pretty sure that's also happening week 5. So week 5, we're going to have both of our big 2nd place match. Week 5 is going to be awesome. I cannot wait for week 5.
Yeah, I can't wait either, Max. I can't wait for each and every single week, Always great games ahead of us. Always much to look forward to. Like our sponsors. A big shout out to AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
Also a shout out and thank you to Indomie, the noodle partner, made with high quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie McGorring will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au.
That's it. Our sponsors and you'll love them. Big shout out to AGON by AOC and Indomie once again. Definitely appreciate all of their support there. But speaking of support, if you want to support the AEL, make sure you check out AU Esports League on all your social medias, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, you know it. We're all over it. Make sure you check it out to see all of the highlights from our broadcasts. But speaking of broadcasts, Max, it's time to call this one to a close. So, do you have any final statements?
I do. Tune in next week. We could be sending 2 teams to PAX next week. If they win. Not 2 teams could be going, which is crazy because we're halfway through the season and we already could be sending 2 across. So yeah, you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a big week for both New South Wales and from Macquarie.
That's it. Huge week ahead of us. Stay tuned for that one. We're going to be back same time, same place next week. Do not miss it. And we will see you in the next one.